Welcome. This is Ryan of Happy Healthy Vegan, doing my regular Friday live streams, specializing Friday in the topic of debunk veganism. If you think you've got a great argument, a great logical argument, some objective facts to debunk veganism, please come here and share them with us all. We'll all listen to you. We'll give you a fair shot at it. We'll be, open-minded and see if you've got the goods to debunk veganism. We'll be looking forward to anti-vegans coming here tonight. That's what Friday's about. And it can't be all anti-vegans. That'd be too much. So we'll also chat with just regular vegans that have regular, just ask a vegan anything type questions for me. And I'll try my best to answer them for you. My name's Ryan. I'm the host of the Happy Healthy Vegan channel, one of the two hosts. And been a vegan for 11 years, 54 years old myself. So I have a little bit of experience that I can hope to help you guys out with. And I'm not a medical doctor. I want to get that out of the way. I'm not a dietitian. I'm not a health guru, a health expert, or anything like that. But I've picked up a few things along the way. So I'll be sure to let you know if a question that you ask for me is like better for a doctor. I'll let you know. I won't bullshit you and kid you that I'm some kind of expert that I'm not. That's how open and transparent we are here. Cool. So let me know if you guys can see and hear everything okay. I'm sure you must, because I would have seen a few comments right now like, oh, no audio or video's messed up or something like that. So I'll assume everything is good. I'm always paranoid. I always have like weird little, sometimes major technical issues. So I think everything's cool today. I also got to say, I'm kind of tired today. I played basketball like 2.5 freaking hours, man. It was crazy. I should have pulled up on my fitness app to see how many calories I burned through today. So far today, I've burned through 1,300 calories. I'm sure some of that, a few hundred of that, just from being alive and stuff. But I'm pretty chill today, so hopefully this live stream will be all right. I won't get too fatigued or anything like that. I'm kind of tired. I was playing like crap too for like the last hour plus, man. I should have gone home, but I felt like my fitness was off, so I just want to keep staying and try to grind through it and try to just build my fitness back up a little bit. I didn't play that much for the past, since Omicron hit. It didn't hit me, but I tried to just chill out for that month or so when it was like pretty crazy. Everyone I knew was getting sick. So I'm back at it now, and I'm just paying a little price in fitness. Hopefully that'll come back soon. Hey, I'm 54 after all, Let's see. Travis is going to be the first to debunk veganism tonight. Travis, ever since going vegan, I've been aging. Yeah, I know. Travis says that, sarcastically, but there's anti-vegans who have YouTube channels and social media who basically say that. They'll show a video of like, here's Ryan of Happy Healthy Vegan from when his channel started in 2013, and here he's now, and like they'll show something from 2021. Like, look, he's aged. Look how much he's aged in that time. Veganism debunked. It's like, yeah, I guess vegans are weird, huh? We have this bizarre, unique property of aging through and over time that, no one else seems to have that unique, bizarre, weird property. So yeah, it's complete nonsense. Yeah. Anyway, hey, James from Glasgow, Scotland. Cool, James. Thanks for letting me know everything is going well there. I want to go to Glasgow sometime. I have some friends of the family, so to speak, that would they used to come out this is back in the 1990s. They'd come out and stay at the time at my girlfriend's mom's house, and they'd come out and stay, and I'd hang out with the family. I dig the accent, dig the people. I want to go to Glasgow. International City of Culture. They pointed that out to me. Cool. The audio is fantastic. Thanks for letting me know, Fu Man. Yeah, I hope I've worked out all the weird bugs and problems. And actually, I want to thank some of you guys who have commented, not in the live chat here, but after the video's complete and done and up to see on demand. A few of you guys have commented there, and just the regular YouTube comments, what I'm trying to say, giving me some tips, because I don't always watch back all the 2 hours and stuff. They'll say, hey, the audio might be a little loud on the videos you play back, a little low on your microphone. So I've been trying to tweak it all out and just perfect it slowly but surely. Laura, you changed your name? Hippie Easta. Do tell, Laura. Good to see you, Laura. Longtime viewer here. What is Why? Why'd you do that? Just curious. And Fu Man Poo, I'll show your joke there. I guess it's acceptable. Oh, I forgot to do this last time. I totally forgot. I told you I was gonna, yeah, some of the words that get, okay, let me start up. There's like, words that Streamlabs will use to like flag your comment, like it'll like not show it until a moderator approves it. And one of the words was gay, and I told you I did that years ago because 99% of the time, a couple years ago, the only time someone would use the word gay in our comments was to try to attack vegans or me or something like that. But as time's gone on, that's happening less. I'm not sure why. I guess they have new stupid things, not stupid, just new ways to try to attack vegans, I'm trying to say. Anyway, I should let that word go through. We've got way more context where that word is not being used in a attacking, mean, or derogatory way. So I forgot to do that. I apologize. That's on me. I guess you can tell VD that, look, Ryan can't remember to do things. So he's got vegan brain fog. Undeniable. All right, so Laura, Hippieista, you may start a channel, so you want to start your branding. You don't want to be Laura Mosley? That's a cool name. But yeah, I get what you're saying. I totally understand. Detroit, Dion from Detroit. Hey, we usually don't have too many people from Michigan watching. As far as I know, anyone else from Michigan? Is that where vegan metalheads at? Let me know. I guess maybe I do have more people out that way. I just don't like put it all together all the time. All right, James, I'll let you know if we ever get out to Glasgow. I don't see it happening anytime soon, unfortunately, but I would really love to make a trip to Glasgow and just kind of travel, see some castles, travel up north to the Highlands, see the Highland coos, the Highland cows. That's how my friends pronounced it, the Highland coos. Tell me how this goes, James. My friend from Scotland was trying to say kick a hippie, but he wouldn't say it like that. He was saying cack a happy. I go, huh? What do you say? Cack a happy. I go, I don't know what you're saying. Kick a hippie. Cack a happy. Anyway, I've picked up a few little weird things I've borrowed. I'm trying to copy their accent. Anyway, let me know if that is horrible or not. Anyway, vegan metalhead, you're close to Ohio. Okay, so wait, so all right, so you're not in Michigan then. Wait, I'm having a brain fart. What state is Ohio in, man? I'm really tired from basketball. I'm really not that bad at geography, and oh well, it happens, man. I was just shooting like crap today too at the gym, man. I was having so much trouble shooting. Long distance shots were rimming out. Every time I got into the paint, they would just miss. They'd bang off the backboard, spin off the rim. I've been having a rough day. So anyway, Hilda, thanks. Yeah, I haven't done any research into that Oatly social media thing regarding part-time vegan. I mean, should I respond to it? Is it even worth my time? It just sounds so stupid. There's no such thing as a part-time vegan. It's so dumb. I mean, I guess I see what they're doing, I guess, even though I haven't seen it. I'm thinking about it right now. It seems like they're trying to appeal to people. Like, it's not just for vegans. That's really what they should be saying. Hey, if you're vegan, cool. If you're not vegan, totally cool too. Come and buy our Oatly milk because it's awesome, right? Is that really what they're trying to say? Oh no, Antonio, I didn't know you were from Detroit, Michigan as well. Wow, okay, we got a lot of people representing out that way. Awesome. Dion, you need more vegan restaurants out here? I can feel your pain. I know exactly what that was like. That's what it was like living here before, like, say, like 2014 or 15, when vegan restaurants just exploded. Not only here in Long Beach, but just all over Southern California. Oh, Boho Vegan Life, thank you for keeping you out of trouble. Love you, Ryan and Angie. Oh, thank you, Boho Vegan Life. Just let me know. I thank you. I feel very humbled and honored to have been keeping you out of trouble. What kind of trouble have we been keeping you out of? Let me know what kind of impact we've been having on your life. That's nice to know. No, thinking out loud. I didn't hear anything. Who is Kurt Zuma? I've never heard that name before. Beating his cat and he filmed it? Like, what the hell's going on? Let's see, hippies, Laura, you're sending a vegan potato salad to a church meeting tomorrow, and I know no one will know. No, they'll never know. They won't know. Oh man, yeah, they're sitting there. This is a great potato salad, but I know there's no cow dairy in this mayonnaise. They'll never know. They will never know. That's the coolest thing. You could feed non-vegans vegan food and ask them how they liked it, and say, "Oh, so I'm glad you liked that vegan potato salad." They go, "What vegan potato salad?" And, the one I made. Hey, Nicholas. How's it going, Nicholas Perlett? Okay, a pro soccer player from the UK. Yeah. No disrespect. I don't know anything about soccer. I don't follow soccer or anything like that. I barely follow basketball. A little bit of surfing, a little bit of tennis. But yes, soccer and football, I know nothing about. One time I told a guy, I don't know who Tom Brady is, but I knew who Greg and Mike Brady are, but I really don't know who the football dude is. Didn't he just retire at 40 or something like that? And was he eating kind of a vegan diet, sort of? That's what helped extend his career. So cool, good for him. But yeah, I don't follow too many sports. Astor, he used to play for your favorite club, Chelsea. He's an animal abuser, and a lot of people are understandably upset. Yet most of them are not vegan and pay for. Yeah, that's the hypocrisy, huh? When people get upset about some animals being harmed. I mean, that's horrible. It's horrible to harm your dog or cat, whatever he was doing there. But, if people believe that is an immoral act worthy of just talking crap about him, what a horrible person is. I mean, how can you say that animal is worthy, it has rights to not be abused, but the animals that they go and eat as they're typing their criticisms of the soccer player, how come they don't make the connection there? It boggles the mind, right? Like, what is going on? How can people think, oh, abusing that pet or whatever is horrible? And it is. I'm not discounting that whatsoever. But how about the abuse that goes on to produce the food that they're putting in their mouths 3 times a day? Enos, do I think a plant-based diet is the healthiest diet? I have no idea if it's the healthiest diet in the world. I have no idea. People can debate that all they want. Like who's the most powerful or strongest superhero? Is it Spider-Man? Is it Iron Man? Is it Thor? Whatever. Take your pick. Loki, whatever. Take your pick. All I know is that vegan diets are healthy and very healthy. And again, that's not my opinion. That's opinion of multiple health organizations all across the world saying that appropriately planned vegan diets are nutritionally adequate. So that's all I need to know, that it's healthy. I mean, who knows? I mean, just saying, let's say for instance, and I'm not saying this is the case, let's just say a vegan diet was like the second or third healthiest diet or something like that. It's probably the healthiest, but I don't know for sure. Let's say it's the second or third. I'd still do it because I do it for, not to exploit and harm animals. It just so happens that it's healthy. Is it the healthiest diet ever invented? I don't know. Don't care. All I know is it's super freaking healthy. It reduces your risk of dying, of the leading causes of deaths. I mean, what other diets greatly reduce your risk of dying of heart disease, diabetes, stroke, and the most common forms of cancer? What other diet adds on average 10 years of healthy living on to your lifespan? I mean, that's all I got to know. Is there some other way to eat that might be a little healthier? Beats the hell out of me, but all I know is this is looking pretty good. Okay. I don't think I want to see that Kurt Zuma video. Wow. Wow. Did you see this dude? His message got hidden because it's so offensive. First of all, it has the word gay in his title. That's one reason. I will go vegan if you tell me your opinion on Jesus and God. If you do not respond, I will kill another animal and eat it. Well, first of all, Laura Mosley, hippieista, you were just telling me about the potato salad that you are taking to church tomorrow, right? So why don't you respond to this guy that has looks like he's trying to be offensive here. I'm going to eat animals. Blah, blah, blah. Why don't you tell him about veganism and Jesus and God? Are they compatible? Are they incompatible? And if we have anyone else that is of Christian belief system wants to share their opinion, their experiences as being both vegan and Christian, a believer of God and Jesus, and finding that it's morally wrong. It's obvious. You should look at it with your eyes. Harming animals, hitting them over the head, shooting them in the throat. These are moral actions. You don't need to kill animals. It's needless and cruel. So I want you guys respond because... hey, Uncle Walt, what's up? So anyway, you changed your name there, Uncle Walt. You're just Uncle now. What's up with that? But yeah, you guys can respond to our anti-vegan person here, because I'm not a Christian. I'm if anything a Buddhist. So do I believe in Jesus and God? Not in the way that like a Christian would believe in Jesus and God. It's a different kind of it's not a theistic religion, a monotheistic religion or what have you. So anyway, Hilda, that's a good point. Difficult to imagine Jesus, right? Walking into a McDonald's or KFC. I agree with you. I cannot conceive of that. My conception of Jesus is incompatible with him just walking into McDonald's and KFC. Or Jesus walking into a slaughterhouse. Do you think Jesus would go into a slaughterhouse and go, yes, I give you guys the okay, this is cool, I mean, I don't think so. I mean, what do you guys think? Hey, Graven Babies, what is up? Let's see. So Laura / hippie Isa. Yes, Adam and Eve ate vegan. In fact, our anti-vegan friend, just look up Genesis 1:29. It says very clearly, here are all the plants, nuts, and seeds. Eat them. He didn't say, and here's some animals and have at them too. It didn't say that. Let's see. No animals were eaten until after the flood. Please, read Genesis, and particularly Genesis 1:29 to our anti-vegan person friend. Steve, just do the best you can, Steve Jenin. Do the best you can. I've unintentionally harmed a few bugs here, especially in summertime when they just come out of the plumbing sometimes when it's really hot. So yeah, veganism isn't asking to be perfect or anything like that. Uncle Walt, I shortened my name to one word, like share. You're just Uncle now. That's cool. All right, awesome. You're just purely Uncle. I dig it. Own it. You're the Uncle. That's an interesting point, thinking out loud. Yeah, people who eat animals should allow a piece of flesh to be cut off from themselves, and have them tell us how it feels. If they think, it's animals are cool with it, they're down with getting like shot and stuff. Oh yeah, huh? Laura Mosley shortened her name down to Hippie Easto, just one word as well. Ishmael Bay, do I have faith in any written scripture? I'm just a Buddhist. I just a simple Buddhist. I kind of practice Buddhism in the way I think that kind of Buddha himself did it. He didn't have, at the time, he was just getting his thing going. It wasn't already established. He didn't have like Buddhist, temples and, holy places and stuff like that. It's Buddhism, really, when you get down to it, is a philosophy / psychology. It's a way of training your mind, your thinking. So that's my thing. That's how I am. I'm Buddhist. So I'm not really therefore not a believer of other religions. That happens to be my religion, if you want to call it a religion. I see it more as a philosophy / psychology. But it's a religion. It's just an Eastern religion. Eastern religions are quite different from Western religions, which are more, theistic, monotheistic. Eastern philosophy and religion, very different. They operated and evolved independently from Western thought, more or less, for, quite a long time. Hey, Sarah Smith, good to see you here. Good evening. Hilda, I meditate when I do, and I think it's just normal lotus position. I remember when I first went to a Buddhist temple and sat on the ground, I had a hard time being able to like, maintain that posture. But that was back before I really got into like, making myself, more fit and stuff like I am now. Now it's easy, so maybe it's something that takes time or something like that. But yeah, even because my height's not a problem, I can stretch and touch my toes and stuff like that. But yeah, I think it's just a regular seated lotus position is what I use. Oh, Graven Babies. Yeah, she's our resident Satanist here. See, there's no like such thing as a stereotypical vegan or something like that. There's vegans of every kind of religious background. That's why I say it's irrelevant. Like that guy came along, let me know if I might go vegan if you tell me if you believe. Like, it doesn't matter what I believe, because there will be some other vegan who has a different belief, and another vegan that has a totally different religious or spiritual path that they're on. We're such a diverse group. We're very well represented across the board, is my point. Wow, that's crazy, Daniel. One of my your coworkers today said, I don't like seeing animals be killed, but I'll eat them. Meaning, kill the animals outside of my field of vision. That really is what your coworker is saying there, Daniel. I don't like to see them get killed, so kill them in a slaughterhouse. And I'm cool with that law, making it illegal for video footage to be taken out of slaughterhouses, so people would have to see with their eyeballs what happens in there. I want that hidden out of my sight forever. That's basically what they're saying, huh? Wow, we have another Satanist here too. Wow, who knew? Okay, I'm going to do a healthy sale right now. I brought one just because I feel a little tired, depleted from my big basketball journey today. So I want to make sure my body's got everything it needs. And then some, because I blew through over 1,000 calories today on the basketball court. Krishna, yeah, I remember in the early 90s encountering Hare Krishnas. They were very influential for me to become vegetarian at the time. I remember going to a Grateful Dead show, and they were serving just free vegetarian food for anyone and everyone. I thought it was delicious. Then I started finding some of their temples that had restaurants as part of them. In Laguna Beach, they had this cool cafe thing. It's not there anymore. I mean, the temple's still there in Laguna Beach, but they don't have the whole food counter thing anymore. I remember going there a lot. We go watch the sunsets down there, and after dark, head over to the Hare Krishna temple and eat the good vegetarian food. This is, like 1990, 91, something like that. Vegan Metalhead, a Baptist vegan. Hate animal exploitation. Awesome. Sarah, you've been playing basketball with your neighbors on your court, sometimes with the adults, and then you play with the 4-year-old, nothing but net. Like the actually going through and nothing but net, or just hitting the net and not even going through the rim. Just wonder. Yeah, Uncle Walt. Yeah, Uncle. Yeah, it's laying down on your back is a perfectly valid meditation pose, I believe. In fact, in most forms of yoga, you end by laying on your back, corpse pose or whatever it's called, just laying there and entering a meditative state too. In fact, I think that pose is, has its benefits over being in an upright pose too. They all have their pluses and minuses. But yeah, laying on your back, sitting upright, all good. Uncle, now I haven't been to a Buddhist temple in a while, and I have to admit the last maybe 4 or 5 times I went to a Buddhist temple is primarily to just eat the vegetarian food that they have. It's vegan, the one I've been going to, but yeah, and then I'll go and wander through the grounds, check out the halls, the Bodhisattva Hall and the Grand Hall and stuff like that. But yeah, I just go primarily for the food and just soak up some of the vibes. But I don't really participate in ceremonies. I mean, I haven't been actually sat down and been a participant in any kind of organized Buddhist ceremony and since maybe 2005 or 6 or 7. It's been a long time. Sarah going through the net. All right, cool. Oh, cool. And Enos, your grandma said she's going to make you a vegan birthday cake? Awesome. That's totally rad. Wow. Let's see, Fu Man Poo, you ate at the Hare Krishna booth at the LA County Fair when you were a young Poo. Awesome. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. They get around, the Hare Krishnas. Japan. Wow, Christina. Good afternoon, I believe, to you out there in Japan. Thanks for joining. Yeah, I'm always excited when we get someone from Asia watching. You know, it's just so far away, and I know the time's a little weird, but yeah, early afternoon or so, late morning, seems like a good enough time. Travis, is that a Hare Krishna place where you can get food out there in West Virginia? West Virginia? Yeah, they have a restaurant out here in Culver City. That's like their big Southern California temple, Govinda's. The thing is that you really have to pay attention. It's like an all-you-can-eat buffet, but you have to be really careful. Like the basmati, the white, I forgot, like one rice is vegetarian, the other one's vegan. You have to just be on top of it. They're not really always like precise in their labeling. You have to ask a bunch of questions. But yeah, if you can get it right, you can get a lot of food for, not too much money. Dr. Bear, do I consider myself an atheist since it sounds like you may not believe in the existence of any gods? Hey, that's a discussion for like a theologian or something like that. I don't consider myself an atheist. I'm a Buddhist. So if a theologian or a religious scholar analyzes Buddhism and comes to the conclusion that it's without a deity, that kind of thing, and therefore atheist, that's for them to decide. But I don't call myself an atheist. I don't think of myself as an atheist. I have my spiritual side. It's just rooted more in Buddhism than, theistic religions. Let's see, Daniel. Sometimes you worry about standing up for animals and your beliefs because I won't be liked. Kind of, I feel like a bad person sometimes. I mean, what's there not to like? I mean, just if people know, like, hey, I don't know people except for strangers online, like anti-vegans, but people in real life, I don't hang out with only vegans and vegetarians in real life. I know people that are all across the board, and they're cool with me. I mean, I'm just not a dick to them. So you can have your beliefs that it's wrong to harm animals, and wish people wouldn't, but you can still have non-vegans like you. If they don't like you, that's on them. That's more revealing about them, and maybe that's a person or people that you shouldn't be hanging out with. If someone's going to dislike you solely because of a moral belief you have that it's wrong to harm animals, if they find that belief so offensive and wrong that somehow makes you a bad person, that you're against animals getting shot in the throat, if that makes you a bad person, I say that's probably someone you don't really want to spend time with, because really, if they think you're a bad person because you don't want to see animals get shot in the throat, they're the bad person. They're the one that they're not worth your time. That kind of weeds out people you wouldn't know had like weird effed up beliefs like that. I have to keep going back and forth, turning the AC on and off. It's just one of those days where I have the AC on. It's kind of a little too much. Maybe I adjust the temperature a degree. Let's see what's up. Hey, cooked dumplings. How's it going? Oh no, Antonio, I'm getting more spiritual lately. Awesome. Yeah, 80 bananas. Exactly what I said there. Exactly. If someone thinks you're a bad person just for that one belief, I could see if you're a vegan and you go up to everyone and say, "Are you vegan? If not, F you. You're a bad." If you did something like that, yeah, that would be a cause, a reason for people to maybe that person's kind of weird and we shouldn't hang out with them, something like that. But if they just dislike you, you're a cool, chill person, and you just have a moral belief and they dislike you because of that. I mean, what else do they dislike people for? For their religion, for their race, their sexual orientation? Like, what other things, attributes of people, trigger them to dislike them for no reason of like being a bad person or bad behavior? Just, preferences and, personal attributes about them. Hey, did we get Race Lover? Race Lover and Peter are here. I started a little early, guys, so no worries if you're a little late. Uncle Walt, who has since changed his name to simply Uncle, has been holding it down, and really haven't had any good anti-vegans yet, knock on wood. Where are the anti-vegans? I've been on, how long? 30 minutes, and with the title like Veganism Can't Be Debunked, convince me otherwise. Where are you guys? Healthy cell. Yeah, Peter, I was somehow doing a story about New York City mayor, Meatless Fridays, and I saw the New York Post just come out and just poo-poo the whole idea, like, oh, growing children need all this protein and crap like that. Like, really? I mean, it's just one freaking day of the week. What are they going to become protein deficient? Let's just say vegan diets were protein deficient, which they're not. Let's just say the New York Post are right, you know? So the kids are going to get all protein deficient from 1 or 2 meals a week at school. I mean, that's ridiculous. But vegan diets are not inherently deficient in protein, so that just makes their whole complaint stupid. Good point, Graven Babies. People want approval for their guilty feelings for hurting animals. So they'll just take it out on you. Oh, that vegan's a bad person. Just the fact that this guy is a vegan or gal's a vegan makes me have to think about myself, and it brings up some unpleasant thoughts about myself. So instead of dealing with the issue and work on myself, I'm just going to take it out on this poor innocent vegan over here. I've seen this happen time and time again. I'm sorry if my beliefs make you feel bad about yourself. That's on you. I don't have a t-shirt, hey, you should feel bad about yourself because you suck, you know? I never did anything of the sort. Just if my existence makes someone hate me just because I don't eat animals, they have more problems than I do. And I got some problems. Yeah, Graven Babies. Yeah, we were exchanging some tweets earlier. Yeah, this person found out you were a vegan and a Satanist and thought you ate trees. I'm not sure if it was the vegan part or the Satanist part. Like, what made them think you ate trees? That was crazy. I said, hey, just have this person come by. She was showing me more of this guy's tweets and saying that plants have feelings. Everyone knows that. Did you even take a biology class? Yep, I did. I never learned that beings that have no brains or central nervous systems have consciousness of any kind, because you need some hardware, some gear inside the brain. Have a brain to do it. James, no, we haven't made a 3-bean chili for a while. I think we were thinking about making that the other day, but we had something else. Probably we're going to make tonight too. We're going to make more of the Tuscan kale pilaf from the Happy Healthy Vegan Cookbook. Yeah, Fu Manpu. Apparently Satanists can digest tree bark or something like that. I'm not sure what the guy's deal was. It just none of it made any sense. Yeah, thinking out loud. Remember when I was doing more raw food? I remember, too many carrots can give your skin an orangish glow. You know, I mean, maybe something. You know, you have to do some kind of extreme like that. Wow, that's a trippy story there, Gomez. James, yeah, you know the Tuscan kale peel off from our book. It rocks, you know. Yeah, before the stream, I just got the rice ready, rinsed it, measured it out, and all that. Got it in the pressure cooker, and towards the end of the stream, Angie will add the rest, start the pressure cooker, so we'll have dinner. We'll have to wait like an hour after the live stream for me to finally eat, because I'll be hungry. Yeah, Peter, yeah, the whole thing about the mayor of New York calling himself vegan, but says he eats fish. I mean, but he's trying to justify it because I don't eat fish all the time. I don't have dairy and eggs, so I shouldn't call myself a vegetarian. Like, no, I mean, that's not vegan. There's vegans, against exploitation, cruelty to animals. I mean, how can you say, well, I'm cool with exploiting and being cruel to some? Then you're a vegetarian or something, a pescatarian. But yeah, don't call yourself a vegan who eats fish. There are already words for that, like pescatarian or vegetarian. It's not vegan, you know? Again, I'm not being a dick. I'm just looking at how the word is used, how it's been traditionally defined. It's a diet it's a stance against cruelty to animals, and it's also you have to eat something, and we don't eat anything that came from animals. Simple as that. So it's kind of weird how he's like, it's cool how he's promoting meatless diets and all that in New York schools, implementing them for the student body, but it's kind of weird how he's doing it under the name of veganism because he's a vegetarian, which is cool, awesome. Well, I'm not bagging on him, just go, why is he misusing the word? If he's a smart dude, why is he misusing a word that has a very pretty precise definition? Yeah, it might confuse people into thinking vegans are eating fish. Like, no, all forms of cruelty. I mean, I don't know how it could be more clear. A way of living, a philosophy which seeks to exclude all forms of cruelty and exploitation to animals. I mean, but if you're eating fish and you approve of some forms are cruel, you know. So it's like, okay, you're a pescatarian or vegetarian, which is cool. I'm not saying pescatarians and vegetarians are bad people or lower level vegans or something like that. I'm just saying, don't call yourself a vegan. You know, it's like saying, oh, I'm a vegan, but I have steak twice a month or something like that. Like, no, that's not vegan. If you're vegan like 2 weeks in a row, but then you're not on the next day, that's not vegan. It's how do you like bend your morality? It's you're just doing some weird flexitarian diet or something like that. You know, again, I'm not being a dick. I'm just saying it has a precise meaning, and why confuse it like saying vegans eat fish? Because no, vegetarians can eat fish, or pescatarians they do. You know, they don't have the moral problems with fish exploitation and cruelty. Let's see, Sarah, your dad eats all plant except for salmon, calls himself a vegan. Yeah, it's again, where in the definition of vegan does it say that, oh, it's okay to eat fish if you want to? I mean, no, we're against all forms of cruelty and exploitation of animals. All, you know, as far as possible and practicable. And you don't have to eat the salmon or whatever fish that, you know, that they're saying that they got to eat. Let's see, pescatarians. Yeah, that's what they are, huh? Yeah, thinking out loud. Yeah, put some black wild rice into our Tuscan kale pilaf for tonight. Oh, hippie Easter. Laura, I didn't know you were in Texas, or at least I forgot that. Yeah, a lot of stuff's been going on in Texas lately. I don't want to say anything more. I don't want to start a political war of some kind, but yeah, I'm happy I'm here in California, to be honest with you. But I would love to go visit Austin sometime. I have friends out there. It sounds like a cool place. Kay, why do you want to always talk about abortion? I know what kind of argument you're going to try to make, and maybe you can make it just really brief and simple. There's like, let me ask you, Kay, are you well, are you yeah, I assume you're what's often referred to as pro-life, anti-abortion. Am I correct in that? Just give me a yes or no on that. Yeah, Rick, when I went vegan, it was fully 100% for the animals, and nothing has changed about that whatsoever. That's the reason why I went vegan. Once I had a few meals strung together over a few days, all plants, no dairy, eggs, or fish, and the realization, wow, no animals had to die in order for me to live. You know, that was huge. It just rocked my world. Like, gee, why are people intentionally choosing animals to die in order for them to live? So that's why I went vegan. That's why I'll be vegan the rest of my life. Okay, you're pro-choice. I have a very complicated point of view about it. I personally would not want to have one done for so many reasons. However, I feel that my opinion on it is just my opinion. I don't, as a man, like a cis norm, almost white dude, I don't feel like my opinion should force others to or not be able to do things for their choice, their bodies, just because I might be triggered as a sort of white cis norm dude or anything like that. So that's my whole point. I don't I respect the rights of female bodies. That's it. I know, Race, we have different opinions. That's just my opinion. Yeah, that's just where I draw the line. And here, let me give you another subtlety here that has nothing to do with really getting down to sentience and respecting all life or something like that. One reason why I have my opinion too is that I'm quite worried about how these new laws, being passed to restrict abortion, overturning Roe v. Wade. And again, I'm not saying anything bad about religion, okay? Just be really clear about that. Or coming from a kind of evangelical perspective, trying to enact into law certain held religious beliefs, which I feel is just fundamentally goes against what the United States was founded on, a separation of church and state. We're not to codify religious beliefs into law. Again, whose religion? Well, how about my religion? I'm a Buddhist. Should I be able to codify into law, like, we need to have compassion for all sentient beings and so on and so forth. So I'm just going off. I'm not trying to argue for that or anything like that. So that's my opinion. I think it's dangerous when we start codifying into law what seem to be religious beliefs. And, I know in the Bible it doesn't even say anything about abortion or anything like that. So I'm saying it's just like an interpretation of scripture that you want to make a law about. I have some real huge, deep, troubling issues about doing that, about making law like a religious state is what I'm trying to say. Laws that are based on religion, like whose religion, and why. It says right in the how to do the United States. It's not a religious state. So it's more than just like a pro-life, pro-right. I just think it's fundamentally runs against what the founding fathers' desire for how our country should proceed. It's pretty deep. So that's all I'm going to say about that. I don't want to live in the Taliban world, right? Where, their interpretation of scripture is basically how the laws are in Afghanistan. I don't want that here. Hippieista, you're very much a Baptist. But what happens should be between the person and their God, not the government. Yeah. That's how I feel too about that. So anyway, I answered your question, Kay. So that's it. We're gonna move on. I finally answered your question, Kay. I guess we're kind of early in the live stream. I'm not too bummed yet from all the anti-vegans, and I could delve into some of the subtlety of why I feel as I do. Yeah, good point, Raven Babies. Yeah, if all these, predominantly white dudes want to tell females what to do with their bodies, how about they get vasectomies too? Let's tell them what to do with their bodies. See, it's a troubling issue on so many levels, like bodily autonomy, but I think even more so just going against the separation of church and state, which is sacred. Not to use that word sarcastically here in our country. Let's see. So anyway, Kay, I think I've answered the question long enough. I'm deeply enough about this. I don't want to go into all the subtleties or anything like that. So I think I've said enough about where I'm coming from on this issue without having to split hairs. Do I like buckwheat? Yeah, Matt, but I haven't really had too much buckwheat in recent time. But I have nothing against buckwheat. I guess I just don't eat buckwheat too often. Separation of church and skate. Yes, skateboarding is not a crime. Really? Abortion is in the Bible? I'll check that out. Let me check it out. I was not aware of that being discussed in the Bible. I haven't looked up too many Bible passages live other than ones relating to eating plants. But I'm curious. I'll see what it says. Let's see. All right. The Lord said to Moses, "Speak to the Israelites to say that if a man's wife goes astray and is unfaithful to him, so that another man has sexual relations with her, and this is hidden from her husband, and her impurity is undetected." I don't see anything in there specifically about pregnancy and terminating. It just sounds like talking about a woman being unfaithful sexually to her husband, having sexual relations with another man and hiding it from her. Let's see. Well, this is a lot to read here. Huh. Okay, I don't know. I guess it's more. I thought it'd be something more straightforward. Maybe I'd have to read through it for a few minutes and ponder it through. I'm gonna keep. I'm gonna move on. This is supposed to be a religious thing, a religious discussion. Again, I'm Buddhist, so when I read like a religious passage like this, I'm not reading it as like a law that applies to me or anything like that, because I have different holy books, if you will. Let's see, Uncle, will I be watching the Super Bowl? No, I often just go out and have some fun, because like everyone's watching the Super Bowl, and I can go out somewhere like a beach or somewhere like that, or just go out and like half of the people will be there or less, So I kind of take advantage of it as being a day where people are glued to their TVs. I'm gonna go out. I don't know anything about football. I really don't. I don't know. I couldn't tell. I know who's playing, the Rams and the Cincinnati Bengals, but I couldn't tell you a single player on either team, a coach. I know the Rams are from LA, but that's it. That's all I can tell you. I have no interest in the Super Bowl. I'm not saying I think football sucks or anything like that. I just have zero interest. Just like I have zero interest in, like, say, lacrosse or whatever. I just don't follow it. Yeah, abortion talks is done. Let's move on. I've engaged Kay enough. I told you where I stand. You know where I'm coming from. And we are on. We're no more abortion talk on this live stream. Okay, we're moving on. This is ask vegan type questions. And I'm waiting for some anti-vegans to come here and try their best, throw poop on the wall, and try to debunk veganism. That's funny, Uncle Walt. Yeah, I guess everyone takes a pee at halftime, huh? Yeah, grooming babies. Yeah, like wrestling. See, that's your sport. Yeah, see, yeah, I have no offense to anyone that loves it. I'm with you, Optimus. If you love football, awesome. I have no interest. I really just watch sports that I play or have played extensively in the past. So it's sports I can relate to, like, because I do it. But I don't play football. I haven't like played anything remotely resembling football since like high school PE class or something like that. Yes, no more abortion talk, Peter. You got that. We have moved on to other things like shaming football. No, just kidding. I'm not shaming football. I'm just saying I'm not interested in football. I don't know any football. Honestly, to be honest with you, other than Tom Brady, is that his name? Yeah, no, I'm thinking of Mike and Greg Brady from Brady Bunch. Other than Tom Brady, and didn't he just retire? If so, I cannot give you the name of just a single active NFL or football player of any kind. I can't. None. I mean, I know some from the past, like say Terry Bradshaw or something like that, but I cannot name you a current football player. Wow, Steve, a list of all the records behind me. It's a lot of stuff, man. It's the Aster. It sounds like a serious question here. Ryan, how do you deal with friends or family that are not vegan? It makes me upset because people I care about are not vegan. Yeah, I try to, as much as possible, avoid situations where like food becomes a thing, like going to a restaurant. If I can control it, say, hey, we're all going to go meet, like I have a lot of Chinese relatives. So I can say, hey, there's some great Chinese vegan restaurants. Let's all meet there. You guys will eat it. You'll love it. You won't complain and bitch or anything. You'll dig it all. Let's just go there. Otherwise, yeah, you're going to have to subject me to some horrific crap that I'd rather not. So, but other than that, other than the food type gatherings, which I try to avoid, like a plague, I don't get any crap from my family. They think it's kind of cool, actually. They see it works. Like, they see, hey, Ryan's 54 and he's like, working out. He's got some gains here. He plays basketball. He's healthy and fit. They know whatever I'm doing is working. So no one gives me any crap on it. It's a hippie Easter, trying to win yourself all full. Did I say that you're knitting or something like that? Is that what you're saying, hippie Easter? I may have missed that. Nope, there are no Hanson albums back here, actually. No, nothing even remotely close to a Hanson album back there. Your in-laws aren't vegan, it drives you crazy. How's my social circle? Actually kind of small, to be honest with you. I really don't hang out with too many people in real life. Just kind of me and Angie are a pretty tight unit. Yeah, Yeah, we've been like that for a while. You know, it's got its pluses and minuses of not having a big social circle. I mean, there's a lot of people we know. Like when we go out to like vegan events, we have a whole crew of like LA vegans that we've been hanging out with, you know, for I don't know 5-6 years or so. Yeah, people I'm really close to that like come over and chill or something like that. I don't really got anyone like that anymore. I haven't had like friends like that in a long time. Just a lot of people I know, but yeah, I don't have a lot of like total like bros or anything like that. Yes, I do have at least one Aussie record back there, Graven Babies. I know I have Blizzard of Oz back there. And don't ask me to find it. It'll take me like a minute or two to find any record, basically. Even though it's kind of in alphabetical order, it's a little messy still. Yeah, Angie and I both liked Blizzard of Oz when we were in high school. Sometimes I'll just sit there and start rocking Mr. Crowley. You know, dig that song. Yeah, Crazy Train, OBS. Oh yeah, Natalie. Yeah, I know all about the new "Stay Alive" song from Suga and Jungkook of BTS. Yeah, we had to stay up last night. It was supposed to come out at 9 p.m. Pacific, and it came out on Spotify and everything else, but it didn't come out on Apple Music. We had to wait till midnight for that. But yeah, it's a beautiful song. I was glad to see a song that really showcased the majestic and beautiful voice that Jungkook has. I've been saying for years, when I first hear BTS, I go, there's one guy, I didn't know who they were at the time. I go, there's one guy who sings really, 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 really good. And after like a few weeks, I figured out which guy it was, Jungkook. Yeah, he makes the little hairs on the back of my neck stick up sometimes. His voice is just so, it's just an amazing voice. The range, the purity, the tone. I mean, he's a powerhouse. And could sing so beautifully and soft too. Falsetto, he can sing down low and throat. He can even rap too. He's an extreme talent. So yeah, I heard that song. I'm loving it. Yeah, digging. Also another Korean band that I'm really into is called they were called G-Friend, Girlfriend. They're now called Viviz, 3 of them, and their album just dropped day before yesterday too. So I've been listening to a lot of like more poppy Korean stuff lately. I usually listen to more indie stuff. I've been fully into like K-pop the past few days. Ryan recently became LGBTS. What are you talking about there? Race? I'm just going to say that dream about Jungkook. I did. I admitted. See, that's how comfortable I am with who I am and my sexuality and my masculinity. I admitted to you guys. I didn't have to. I talked about how I had a dream about a month or so ago. I had a dream that I'd kissed. I'd made out with that, who I'm talking about, that singer, Jungkook. I guess his music really, his voice really has this effect on me, emotionally or something like that. It was just a kiss, made out really quick and moved on. The dream morphed into something else. Yeah. But I don't know if that makes me LGBT. It just makes me I don't really have dreams where I kiss dudes. That one just came out of nowhere. Never heard of a band called Shelter. Yeah, Heidi. Yeah, check out the new song from BTS. It's really just 2 members, Suga and Jungkook. Suga's like a rapper, but he didn't do any rapping. Suga's also a really talented music producer, and he produced the song for Jungkook, the lead vocalist, beautifully. So check it out. It's called "Stay Alive." Kind of like the Bee Gees, "Staying Alive" without the "stay in." It's just "Stay Alive." Yeah, Optimal Primus. You had a dream you were a woman. I assume you are not a woman, right? See, dreams are just, dreams are just trippy, A Krishna-centered band back in the day. Whoa. Oh, Natalie, you watched the cartoon as well. Cool, I need to watch the full video. We saw a video that was just like 2.5 minutes long, and the song's like 3.5. Hopefully there's more Jungkook, because the bit we saw, we were both pissed. Why are they showing Tae? Why are they showing RM? Why are they showing Jimin? Where is Jungkook? I don't understand how this song, where Jungkook is the only singer basically, except for some background vocals from others. But anyway, why aren't they showing him? It just made no sense. So hopefully we'll find the entire video, and the last minute will feature his just awesomeness. Let's see. Wow, Peter, that's a mandate. Wow. Jesus Christ. You won't get a heart attack from eating cholesterol? Well, LDL, I mean, I'm not a medical doctor, and are you? Jesus Christ, probably not, but I do know cardiologists, and I've conversed with them, and they're very clear that high LDL cholesterol is one of the, I think, the highest correlating risk factor for heart disease, just having a heart attack, dying from a heart disease. So you just can't say that. You're just making crap up, because this is based on science and research. So again, I don't know if that you're trying to debunk veganism or anything like that, because vegans can have really high cholesterol too. My LDL was a little bit over 100 as well. They want it to be like, below 100. Mine was last time I think 115 or something like that. And, there's ways to raise your cholesterol as a vegan if you really want to. It's not like vegans have no opportunities to increase their serum cholesterol. Jesus Christ. Fu Man Poo. No, I'm not a Queensryche fan. No race. No, that's just don't. Let's not even go down dream roads anymore. There, Steve. Do I drink wine? When we go out and drink wine, like say at Disneyland, they'll have the whole wine list, and I'll start Googling them. Actually, I'll use Happy Cow, barnivore.com, and see which ones are vegan, and get usually at each place there's at least one vegan option, so we just end up getting that. That's how we make our decisions. Power, your message just got hidden because you're speaking like a complete a-hole. If you want to speak to me in a respectful tone and try to debunk veganism, do so. Remember, you're coming to a vegan forum here, a vegan live stream, and you are the outsider. You are representing meat eaters. So how do you want us to perceive your kind, since you're the representative? Do you want us to perceive you as all being just dicks and a-holes, or do you want to present yourself in a little more positive light? So if you have a question you want to put to us, say it reasonably politely, and we'll respond to it. But if you're just going to come here and be an a-hole, we will just kick your ass out of here, because no human needs to be subjected to someone trying to be an a-hole to them. That's, a-holes suck. Graven babies. Yeah, it's hard to remember your dreams. The best way to remember your dreams is immediately upon waking up. If you can remember, or set a reminder, write a little note next to your bed, just to think about what you were dreaming about. Just lay there and let it come to you. And it usually comes, kind of like in meditation, how thoughts will come. Just laying there for a little bit. Usually, I remember I had that dream, or I dreamed I kissed Jungkook, just like that. Just lay around and let it happen. Fu Man, you dream of running a boat aground? That's weird. Jesus Christ, are my vitamin D levels good? Yeah, mine have always kind of fluctuated in the low. Like they want, most organizations want vitamin D to be above 30. Mine is usually in the low 30s. Sometimes it drops to 29. But that's it. I mean, vitamin D is not a problem. If you're saying you need cholesterol, I have a total cholesterol of about 180, something like that, 177. So my body has plenty of cholesterol. Vitamin D is higher in me when I'm getting more sunlight. When I'm outside running and riding bikes, my vitamin D levels are in the lower mid 30s. I've been playing basketball indoors for like 4 years now, 4.5, 5 years. So I'm not getting as much natural sunlight. So that's probably why my vitamin D levels are a little lower. But hey, I just got 100% of my daily value of vitamin D right here. In fact, and this is not just for vegans, this is a recommendation for all humans, depending on what latitude you live at. If you live like say above 34 degrees latitude, it's recommended you take a vitamin D supplement, because there's not sufficient UV rays in the wintertime, at least, to get you your recommended exposure to produce vitamin D. So this is not a vegan thing. It's a latitude thing and a skin tone thing too. People with darker skin need to spend more time out, and who has tons of time to sit outside all the time? So if you want to see my blood tests, I can put them up there for you. I've been sharing my blood tests here online with you guys for like 8 years now. There's no mysteries here. AJ Vintage, a-holes suck. Ryan Lum. Did I say it like that? A-holes suck? Oh no, there was some glitching, huh? Let me see here. Let me check something out. Okay, yeah, I saw a little error message there. Let me inspect this really quickly. Okay, I dropped a couple frames there a bit ago. Okay, at least it's nothing major. I've been really blessed with like 0 drop frames for the past like month or so. Anyway, yeah, Heidi, flying dreams are the best. Those are lucid dreams, huh? If you have a lucid dream, you can just say, hey, I want to fly, and you start flying. That's awesome. That's one way to tell. If you're in a situation, gee, am I dreaming right now, or is this real life? If you can start flying, you've answered the question. Okay, Jesus Christ, I will stay healthy, my friend. Even though that's not why I'm vegan, it just so happens that it is a healthy diet if you construct it as one. You can construct an extremely unhealthy vegan diet if you like. Just like as a meat eater. Just eat a bunch of crappy processed junk food all the time. Not healthy. You know, just take your pick how you want to do it. That's funny, Peter. um... Let's see. Actually, I used to try to lucid dream. I was kind of into it for a while, and this was a long time ago, maybe like in the late '80s or something like that. The book, Stephen LaBerge is a Stanford researcher, a pioneer in lucid dream research. Anyway, yeah, there's techniques you can try to do to raise your chances of having a lucid dream. It's not a slam dunk, but yeah, I haven't really thought about it much lately. It happens once in a while, as far as I can remember, because yeah, we don't always remember our dreams. Maybe like once a year now or something like that. But there's ways you can, like I said, things you can try to do if you want to have, have them more frequently and intentionally try to have them. Never had a flying dream. Oh man, AJ, feel sorry for you. Yeah. So that race lever is talking about some tools and gadgets you can use now that'll help you out if you want to lucid dream. Oh, we have an anti-vegan. Hey, awesome. Power, good. Thanks for coming here, Power. Good to see an anti-vegan. Bless your soul there. So what's your question here? Vegans say least amount of harm. Where do vegans say least amount of harm, Power? Let me know. So you still cause harm. Let me know where you say vegans cause the least amount of harm. Who says that? Let's show Power the most like widely just and longest used definition of veganism. This is from the Vegan Society. This definition goes back to 1949. In fact, let's look at the 1949 definition first. Let's see. So let's go back to the 40s definition here. The principle of emancipation of animals from exploitation by man. All right, so I don't know where you get the least amount of harm. It's about humans not exploiting animals. That's what veganism is all about. That's why I went vegan, because I thought it was morally wrong to harm animals needlessly for food, because we need plants. So if you look at the longer definition, which is an expansion of the 1940s definition, it's a philosophy and way of living which seeks to exclude as far as possible and practicable all forms of cruelty and exploitation of animals for food, clothing, or any other purpose. So where do you get least amount of harm? Where did you get that? I mean, I never saw the word least. I never saw a word like reduce or reduction or least. So Power, please let me know. Since you claim you know more about veganism than an 11-year vegan here, where did you get this definition of least amount of harm? Please share with us, because that's not part of any definition of vegan that I am aware of. So please educate me and where you got this from. Oh, someone in the chat said that. Well, I mean, it's not the definition or the intent of veganism, but it is a consequence of veganism. Just like there's environmental benefits to being vegan, fewer greenhouse gas reductions, for instance, less Amazon rainforest destruction, for instance. But that's not what veganism is. I didn't go vegan because I'm trying to save the Amazon rainforest. I'm glad that my decision to eat plants reduces greenhouse gas emissions. I'm glad it doesn't contribute as much as animal agriculture. Animal agriculture is responsible for 91% of Amazon rainforest destruction. So I'm glad veganism is not part of that. So what's your question though? I kind of lost what you're getting at there. Someone said that in the chat. Well, yeah, okay, that's my point. Yeah, it's a consequence. It's what happens as a result of people being vegan, that there is reduced harm. But it's not why we're getting I didn't get into veganism to try to reduce harm. I got into veganism because it's wrong to exploit animals. So yeah, if there's fewer animals being exploited, I guess you can say there's reduced harm, but that's not why I got it. Animals shouldn't be exploited in the first place. So what do you think about that? Let's see. Take a shot? Why, what's going on? Did I say something or what? Okay. There it is, Dr. Bear. It seems like every time Ryan has to explain the definition to anti-vegans. I do, because it boggles my mind how anti-vegans or just non-vegans think they know what veganism is, and they don't. It's like they often invent their own bizarre, weird definition of veganism that's not the definition of vegan. They have their own, they just make it up. So anyway, definition of veganism, take a shot. Yeah, I unfortunately have to bring it out, but I put it up there to show I'm just not bullshitting. I'm not making a definition up. This definition goes back to the 1940s. It basically says, don't freaking exploit animals, bro. That's basically what it says. It's a little bit more long-winded than that, but that's the essence. That's the idea. It didn't say reduce exploiting animals. It didn't say that. You know, it says stop exploiting animals because it's wrong. Ooh, we had someone that Race Lover had to delete. Let me see this deleted message here. Okay, it's just a spammer. I'm gonna just block them. Anyone who's just coming here and oh, you hit them too. Thanks, Race. Anyone just comes here to try to put a link to some spam or porn, who knows what it is? Crypto, who knows? Anyway, thank you, Race, for taking care of that. Hey, Elizabeth, how's it going? What did I just get a notification on there? Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Laura. Hippie Easter, your baby kitty had to have 2 surgeries in the last week. Oh my God, I feel so bad for you there, because, you know, kitties are more than just like pets. You know, I mean, the way I've read how like pet ownership, if you want to call it that, has evolved over time. It's like before, it's like, here are the humans and here are the pets. You know, it's like now it's like there's it's like they're children. They're part of the family. They're like your kids, you know? And so it's really, you know, that's how I feel about our guys. You know, they're my babies. Hey, we got our first super chat tip of the day. Man, it took a long time, an hour in. Wow. Didn't even realize no one was super tip chatting there. But thank you, Renee Juarez. Hey, what's up, Ryan and Angie? Here's a few bucks for the Yums funds. Did you see that bite-sized vegan uploaded a new video? No, about the poultry industry. So she's back. Huh? I wonder if she's going to be regularly creating new content, or is this like a one-shot deal, maybe one video a year kind of thing? Let me know. Let me know if she said anything, either in that video on her social media, if she's going to be making content again. Because, yeah, she took a long time off. But I understand. You know, I've been suffering from, like, forms of, like, burnout. I've been doing this since 2013, guys. I had no idea. 2013, I'd be sitting here in 2022 making YouTube videos still. It gets rough. So my strategy to avoid burnout was to just get off the grind. Stop making so many videos all the time. I don't need to respond to every idiot in the media, every dumb news story, speaking nonsense about veganism. But I'm really enjoying doing live streams. So I'm trying to up that, do that twice a week, maybe make 1 video a week, do 2 live streams a week, and I feel good again. I don't feel like I gotta create content and you know. So anyway, thanks guys. Did I just miss another super chat tip there? Oh. From Laura, Hippie Easter. If you had your kitty since she was 5 days old, oh my God, that's so precious. Oh my goodness. Oh man, so she was really a little tiny baby. Oh my goodness. Is she doing better? It sounds like it. I hope Laura, let me know. Yeah, because I feel for you. I mean, the feeling of your kitty is probably exactly how I feel about Bodhi and Jojo. I don't have children. These are my children. I treat them like children, basically. I treat them as if they were like humans as much as I possibly can. Let's see. Okay, so Monkey Duff D. Luffy. Meat organs are nutritionally dense. Okay. Therefore, what? Are you trying to debunk veganism, or are you just trying to say a statement of fact? Like, Ryan of Happy Healthy Vegan is 6'4.5". I mean, that's a statement of fact. Ryan of Happy Healthy Vegan has testosterone levels of like those of a guy in his in his 20s, late 20s. That's a fact. Like, you got to have a therefore. What are you trying to say? You just, I can just start throwing random facts out too, but what is your point? What point are you trying to make? I'm trying to help you out here. I'm trying to help out these anti-vegans who have really just, I'm not saying this in a degrading or demeaning way, but just have horrible argumentation skills. Like, you guys have never had a critical thinking class or anything. Just, I'm trying to help you out. What's the argument? Just, yeah, my testosterone level was 850. Like, so what? Like, what is the point you're trying to make? So I always make a point when I state facts. So please help yourself and state what you're, just go make an argument if you can. Why do you need meat, Monkey D. Luffy? What makes you so unique that you say the word need? You know what the word need means? Necessary, requires, meaning if you need something and you cannot get it, it means you will die. So please let me know why you are so unique. Do you have a medical condition, a diagnosed medical condition, such that if you have like zero animal protein or fat that you will perish? Like, please let me know how you know you will die. That's what need means. Or you don't really need it, you just think you need it. Let me know, do you truly need it, or you just kind of think you need it? Answer that. Oh, come on. No, I just want you to answer the question. Like, which is it? Do you truly need it, like in a medical sense, or you just think you need it? You believe you need it? Let me know. Fu Man Poo, always with his musical references there. Nicholas, would I rather have dinner with Vegan Gains or Duran Rider? Probably Vegan Gains. Yeah, Vegan Gains. Let's see. So he's not coming back. I want to know. Unless it's taken him a long time to get his thought out there, if he really, truly needs me. Let's see. What's that, Heidi? You recently had surgery and your doctor checked out a lot of your organs. Made me feel looked after to have someone see them. Wow. Oh, another super chat tip there from Lynn. Thank you, Lynn. Oh, we'll do text to speech.
Thanks for the veganism definition shot. Woohoo! Thanks to you, Angie and Mr. Nutbuddy.
Thank you, Lynn. It's so heartwarming. Thank you. I'm glad you took a shot when I looked up the definition of veganism from the Vegan Society, and Mr. Nutbuddy and Angie say thanks to you too. Thank you so much. So sweet. Let's see. You think meat is good for protein? So you didn't answer my question, Monkey. You're doing this thing, and don't do this thing. This happens pretty much every time when an anti-vegan comes. They throw poop on the wall, seeing what sticks. They take a poop, they pick it up and throw it on the wall. So I wanted you to answer my question. You said you need meat. Now you're talking about protein. Protein makes you full. These are great ideas, fun things to talk about, but you never answered my question. You said you need meat. And I asked you to tell me, do you need it in like a medical sense? Like a doctor said, hey bro, if you don't eat meat, you're going to die or something like that. Or you just think you need it because you enjoy it and it makes you feel happy or whatever. Just let me know. If you answer my question, we're not going to answer any more things of you until we discuss that really important thing you said, where you said you need meat. We want to explore that as people on a quest for knowledge. What do you mean you need meat? Best food I tried at Disneyland. I'm actually partial to the simple stuff we've been getting like for years. They have all these new like seasonal vegan options, which are cool. But my favorite is going into actual Disneyland, not California Adventure, to Rancho Zocalo, the little outdoor cute Mexican food place, and just getting their sides of rice and beans and beg for a little plate of tortillas. They used to sell them, but they don't anymore. But if you ask really nicely, they'll be cool to you sometimes. So yeah, that's my tip for you. Oh, Renee. I didn't see your super chat tip there, Renee. Thank you so much for using Streamlabs again, where they don't take any cut from the creators. Appreciate that. You guys should do a live concert stream. That would be so cool. Love your guys' sound, so cool. And Angie with the beautiful vocals. Hey, by the way, we're really close to putting out a brand new 3-song EP. When I left, Angie left last. She's working on the music video. We shot all this stuff over the past couple months, but we just have had something coming up, taking her editing time away. Anyway, she's working on it now because we could have released the album back in December. I said, no, I want to have a music video for the lead song when we come out. I don't want to just kind of slowly, randomly just release. I want to do it right. So it'll be coming out really soon. We have to get that video out. So thank you so much. So you'll see more. You'll see some more music from us for sure. We're rolling. So did that guy ever come back and tell us about how he needs meat? Did he say anything, guys? I didn't see that. Yeah, Dr. Bear. It's funny how like a lot of these anti-vegans come on and claim that they only kill their own animals and eat fully grass-fed. They can't all be truthful. It defies statistic probability. You're right. Like, what are the odds of everyone that comes on? Every speck of meat I eat is I killed myself and it was grass-fed. It's like, okay, say they're telling the truth, which I'm extremely doubtful of because it's just so improbable because they all say this crap. But let's say they do that. It doesn't scale is the problem. So if they can do it, that just means they're lucky and privileged enough economically and all to be able to do this. It costs more and it doesn't scale. If you want like everyone who's eating factory farm meat to switch over to like free range stuff, I did a video. I share it every week. You need at least 3 Earths. It just doesn't scale. It will forever remain a fringe, like tiny, like 2% of the meat market share diet for rich, privileged people who think they're feeding themselves a load of bull crap. Like, oh, I'm doing some morally good thing by killing an animal that lives locally rather than having it shipped from far away. Well, explain to me, how is it moral to shoot someone like next to you than like 1,000 miles from you? I don't see how distance plays any relevance into the morality or immorality of killing a living being. Fruitify, you're almost 53. I'm 54 and been vegan 5 years and ran 1,100 miles and cycled 4,000 miles last year. I know, but supposedly you're deficient and deteriorating in part. Just wasting away. Like your average 53-year-old can do either of those things. You did both. Yeah, Peter, according to these people, you can shoot a person right next to you because that's moral. So you can shoot your neighbor. According to these knuckleheads, shooting your neighbor is totally cool. But if you shoot a person that lives maybe a mile away or 1,000 miles away, that's bad because somehow the distance from you and your victim defines the morality or immorality of the killing. Really? It's just completely ludicrous. Okay, Usopp. So he said he needs meat or he thinks he'll die. Why? So where did you get this belief? This whatever his name was. Was it Power? Why? Where did you get this belief that you think that you personally will die if you were to give up meat? Please let me know where you got this belief from because it sounds like you have a false belief. Simple as that. Hey, and don't be embarrassed. We've all had false beliefs through our lives. I'm not perfect. I believe in some things that were untrue. And you happen to have some misinformation, maybe some propaganda that was originated from the meat and dairy industry, spread into like meat and carnivore and keto circles. And you heard it and somehow thought, hey, that makes sense. Yeah, you got to eat meat or you'll die. Like, please tell me where you got this. He got it from anti-vegans. Of course, that's where he got it from. I mean, it's kind of funny. Why would he die? And I haven't died yet. I'm 54. I'm probably a lot older than our anti-vegan friend here. Probably, I'm guessing maybe twice your age. and I'm healthy. According to my blood tests, I'm athletic. I'm, like, well, how come I haven't died yet? How come I'm like healthier? My blood tests are better now in my 50s than they were in my 30s. Who does that happen to? Really, your blood labs typically get worse as you get older. Mine are better 2 decades down the road here. So I'm just kind of curious. Race has never had a false belief. I don't know about that, Race. We've all had false beliefs. I'm just saying, for our anti-vegan friend here, I just don't want to. I don't want him to feel threatened or attacked. I'm just saying that's complete bullcrap. I mean, let's play the drinking game. Let's see if eating a vegan diet will kill you. If you give up eating all meat, let's look at the position. No, screw it. I show this definition every week. The position paper of the Academy of Nutrition Dietetics. Let's look at something else here. Let's look at the position paper of, say, the Dietitians of Canada. A well-planned vegan diet can meet all these needs, nutritional needs. It's safe and healthy for pregnant and breastfeeding women, babies, children, teens, and seniors. That's the Dietitians of Canada. How about the British National Health Service? With good planning and an understanding of what makes a healthy, balanced vegan diet, you can get all the nutrients your body needs. I mean, this list goes on here. So please tell me, what professional health organization told you that if you don't have meat, you will die? I'm just curious, because I can show you at least 4 or 5 organizations here that state clearly, after having reviewed the relevant scientific research, that completely meat-free diets will not only just not kill you, they will provide adequate nutrition to be healthy. So let me know where you got this false belief. Okay, Power, maybe you're not anti-vegan, but what you're saying here is very anti-vegan. You're saying that eating meat is necessary for life, and without which you will die. And I'm saying, well, that is misinformation. That is complete misinformation. And just by uttering that kind of puts me on a red alert that you're anti-vegan. Because one thing that anti-vegans do is they spread misinformation about vegan diets. And that is complete misinformation, that you will die if you don't eat meat. So instead of accusing me of, instead of playing the victim, accusing me of using the wrong word to describe you, let's just ignore that. If you're not an anti-vegan, sorry, okay? Let's just move on. I want to know where you got this belief that you have to eat meat or you will be dead. Was it Heisenberg? Ryan literally calls everyone that comes to these that brings up things that he made has the topic as anti-vegan. I'm not sure if I follow your wording there, Heisenberg. I'm just saying, if someone is spreading an anti-vegan proposition, like you must eat meat or you will die, to me, that is anti-vegan. That's my definition. Anti-vegan, you can be non-vegan. Here's the point. Here's the distinction I'm trying to make here. If a non-vegan says, oh, you're vegan, cool, I'm not vegan, that's not for me, but cool. Anti-vegan will be like, oh, but you have to eat meat or you will die. They'll spread misinformation. Oh, plants have feelings, so why are you vegans eating plants? See what I'm saying? That's the distinction between a non-vegan and an anti-vegan. Anti-vegans willingly and intentionally repeat and spout misinformation, just completely easily debunked misinformation about vegan diets. That is why I call them that. And again, let's not get caught up in the semantics. Let's just say he's not an anti-vegan. Let's say I totally made a mistake here. Let's just get to the argument that he's trying to make. Vegans use a lot of supplements. What are you talking about? The vast majority of the profits from those vitamin and supplements industry doesn't come from deficient vegans or anything like that. In fact, I don't have to even supplement as a vegan if I don't want to, most likely. I spent the first 5+ years as a vegan, 0 supplements. So you're saying vegans must take supplements or they'll die? No, I was vegan for over 5 years, took 0 supplements, and during that time I was responsible and was getting my blood checked, and I have the videos up. My blood labs fine, totally cool, not deficient, healthy, all that, vitamin D, B12. Explain to me why vegans are taking a bunch of supplements for. You don't really have to. Maybe just a B12 sup. And that's what I did. I just started taking a B12 supplement. Even though my B12 levels were perfectly healthy, I did it as a influencer type to be responsible to people who are looking at me for examples. That's why I did it, but I do now. Yeah, you know why I take supplements now? Totally, to be a responsible influencer. And more importantly, I guess the reason why I really started taking supplements is because, have you heard of whey protein? Guys that go to the gym, friends of mine there that lift, they're taking whey protein to help them get their gains. They're not vegan. They have the right to take whey protein. So I want to have a little bit of gains too when I lift in, which I do. I do resistance training virtually every day, like 6 days a week. So I want to get my amino acids too, just like they are getting their amino acids. Why should I be deprived of getting some extra amino acids so I can get some body gain? So yeah, I take some supplements now. And by the way, mine is a whole food plant that happens to have B12 and omega-3 fatty acids as well. So if my gym bros can take whey protein, I think I can take some duckweed, right? Is there anything wrong with that? Or should I tell my gym bros they can't take their whey protein anymore because Power says so? This guy in my live stream named Power says gym bros shouldn't take whey protein. Let me know. Why can they take it and I can't? Vegans can take no supplements, but if you're a meat eater, supplement your ass off. Like Joe Rogan, he's made videos. If you're vegan, you have to take all these supplements. Yet he takes like 10 times more supplements than I do. Explain to me why it's okay for Joe Rogan to supplement up like the yin yang and I just take a couple. But he's the healthy guy eating all this meat that he shoots with his guns. Like, how does that make any sense? Yeah, healthy living with Chris. Yeah. As a non-vegan, you took supplements. As a vegan now, you take the same supplements. Like, what's the issue? How are supplements somehow necessarily intrinsically wrong or bad? Yeah, Race Lover points out that last year, I assume you looked this fact up, a meat eater spent $39 billion in like Viagra and Cialis and stuff to get erections. 39 billion. Power, you would not survive without. Well, tell me how long it would take to take 0 supplements. I'm just saying, if supplements were necessary, I would have been dead or sick those 5+ years when I took 0 supplements, my friend. A lot of people quit veganism after 5 years. Oh, I was deficient in all this stuff. How come it didn't happen to me, Power? I'm wondering why. But so there's no harm in taking supplements. In fact, the United States government recommends that pretty much everyone my age group takes a B12 supplement, which is the only one. If I were to stop taking my Clean Machine Green Protein, this stuff here, if I were to give up that, I would still take a B12 supplement. And guess what? The United States government recommends people in my age to all just take a B12 supplement. Just everyone take it. Vegan, non-vegan, whatever your diet is, just take one. So again, what's wrong with taking a B12 supplement? Because that's all I would do. If I gave up my Clean Machine Green Protein, which I have no intention to, but if I were to, I would still take a B12 supplement. So again, why is that wrong? Even though the government says for everyone to do it. And let me ask you this, Power. Let's say all vegans had to take B12 supplements, and I know there's many here that don't, okay? So that disproves it. Let's just say we all had to take a B12 supplement. Somehow we're all gonna like die within weeks without a B12 supplement. For us, that would be worth it if it meant not harming animals. Again, that's what the definition of veganism is, not harming and exploiting animals. So if that's what it took for me to be alive as a vegan, if they said, hey bro, you just gotta take this B12 supplement and you can live the rest of your life, not harm and exploit animals, I'd be totally down. I would be fine with that. If it were absolutely necessary to prevent my dying, I would take a B12 supplement to be vegan and have no shame in that whatsoever. So let's just say we had to. I'm cool with that. No problem. And so what's that, Heisenberg? Ryan says supplements are unnecessary on a vegan diet. I didn't quite say it exactly like that. And only does so for the gains. No, that's not what I said, Heisenberg. I said about 5 odd years into being a vegan, I started taking a B12 supplement. Not because my B12 levels are low. We can go back and play the videos from around when I started taking one. My B12 levels were in the 400 to 500 range. And you want to be above 200, especially even 400 is where some, like I think Japan is their cutoff, but in the United States 200, I was well above being deficient. I started taking one to be a responsible YouTuber and social media person. So I didn't say they're not necessary. I just was being responsible, Heisenberg. I'm not saying don't take supplements. I'm saying if you do, consult with your doctor and take blood tests. Again, I'm not a medical doctor, but that's what I recommend. If you don't want to take supplements, make sure you have a doctor and blood tests to make sure you're doing okay. And I was doing it responsibly. My B12 levels were fine. And so that's it. So I'm not sure what your problem is, Heisenberg. Go back and play it. And I'm just telling you, I'm clarifying my position. Maybe I spoke too quickly. It's exactly my position. If you're not going to take a supplement, make sure you're not deficient. Go see a doctor, get blood labs. I was doing it responsibly. Doing it mean not taking supplements. After 5 years of effort, I'm going to take supplements. And then, and then a little bit after that, I started taking the Clean Machine Green Protein because I wanted to experiment with getting some extra amino acids for my resistance training, just like many dudes at the gym do. So what is the problem there, Heisenberg? Let me know what I said that's somehow wrong or irresponsible there. I'd love to hear. Oh, yeah, I looked at that Steak and Butter Gal's labs results. Thanks for suggesting that. Was that you, Tony? Tony, that suggested it last week? Yeah, I looked at it and I saw she had super high cholesterol, and she's saying, oh, but Dr. Barry and Paul Saladino said that's totally cool to have super high death levels of LDL cholesterol. As long as you have like good triglycerides and HDL, it's all cool. I'm going, okay, that's crazy, but I would feel more comfortable responding to that as a medical authority rather than some music producer. I don't feel, even though I feel what she's saying is wrong and misinformation, I don't know if my video would be the right person to respond to that. I would like to see someone else respond to that has a degree in, like Goji Man or something like that. Someone who's, if it's not a medical doctor, someone who has like a PhD in nutrition, which I don't. I have nothing in nutrition. Okay, Heisenberg. Okay, fair enough clarification. Yeah, I'll clarify my point. That's my belief. What I just said to you, my clarification, that's my stance about supplements. Yeah, I really honestly think, yeah, vegans should take supplements, but if you're not, make sure you're justified in not doing it. Make sure that you're healthy and you're not deficient in anything, because if you keep going on not taking supplements and you're deficient, you're asking for trouble. And that goes for non-vegans too. That's just for human beings. Just know what where your labs are. Hinge herbivore, yeah, maybe so. He has like a I don't want to demean it. It's like a shorter, like a non-college dietitian degree, right? He didn't like get it at university, from what I understand. It's like a course he took online, I thought. So I think someone with even more knowledge than that, not saying Hinch isn't knowledgeable, he's like me, roughly, maybe knows a little bit more about nutrition. I'm someone with like, the degree to back up what they're saying. Or also just say, oh, Hinch herbivore, he's just a weightlifter, and me, I'm just some old basketball vegan dude, is someone with actual medical or scholarly qualifications, I think, should respond to that steak gal's or butter gal, whatever her labs, because those were horrible. Those LDL numbers were frightening. Remember when I did that video on Dr. Mike? Remember that guy who tried a vegan diet after his LDL was like really high? Well, hers is even higher than his. Like, he wasn't seeing his LDL was so bad, it was like drop dead from a unannounced heart attack kind of high, and hers are in that same level, or if not higher. I've never heard of that B vitamin before, Graven. Thinking out loud. No, I don't want to be a nutritionist or dietitian. I mean, my whole point is this about here's what I really believe about vegan nutrition, because I follow these people on Twitter, and most of them are just like waxing their carrots, jerk offs, and it's like, here's the deal. Vegan diets are healthy. And again, that's not my opinion. I won't even show you the Academy of Nutrition Dietetics again. I'll show you yikes. Let's go to here. All these health organizations say appropriately planned vegan diets are healthy, blah, blah. That's all I need to know. As long as I know a vegan diet, if you do it right, is healthy, I don't feel like I need to know, what nutritionists know. I'm not trying to be a nutritionist. I'm a, ethical vegan. And as long as I know the diet is healthy, if you do it appropriately, don't do anything ridiculous, that's all I need to know. It's healthy. Yeah, Miss D, good vision there. Yeah, the top amplifier, the one that the guitar cable is plugged into, there is a a vintage 70s Princeton Reverb. Waxing their carrots. Yeah, I'm so sick of like these nutrition Twitter people. They're like that Kevin Bass guy that I debated. They think they're so knowledgeable, and they're just all just love attacking people and just spouting nonsense. I'm just over them. I'm starting to like unfollow them one by one. I didn't get anything from these people other than like, God, what egos, and just I'm just over them. Okay, yeah, the WHO also supports vegan or plant-based diets too. Yes, thank you. Oh, Hippieista, thank you for your super chat tip there. You take supplements due to bariatric surgery. Okay, I didn't know that. Yeah, that's what Dr. Garth Davis is, right? I thought he's a bariatric surgeon. Oh, your husband, Mrs. D, has a Princeton 110. Okay, I'm not sure what that one is. Yeah, it's in the Princeton family. Yeah, this is the OG ones. I think they came out in the 60s, the Princeton Reverb. This is like the same continuation without much change, this 70s version. I think it's 1977 or something like that. It's the AJ Vintage. An article came out today saying a plant-based diet adds 10 years of your life. Yeah, that's basically what the Adventist health studies found. Yeah, 10 good years, quality living to life on average. Oh, wow. Don Jackson. Hey, Don Jackson. Turn the AC off here. Looks like we have a speech to text here. Or text to speech.
Your thoughts on NYC Mayor Eric Adams calling himself vegan being caught eating fish?
We talked about that, Don. I don't know if he got caught eating fish. I think Mayor Adams just had it in his mind. I thought in his belief system that he was vegan yet eating fish. And I want to make it clear. I'm not here to nitpick. I'm not here to criticize. I'm not saying he's a bad person. I think having a high profile vegan or almost vegan mayor of New York is awesome. He's implemented like some kind of meatless Mondays and meatless Fridays now too, something like that. Anyway, but to call himself vegan, no. I don't want to show the definition of vegan again because you guys all get your shot glasses out, but it says clearly against all forms of cruelty and exploitation to animals. So yeah, like why is it okay to be cruel to fish but chicken and cows? I mean, no, he's a vegetarian or pescatarian. There are words for people who eat plants plus fish. To call yourself vegan and be a open or not open fish eater is just confused. It sounds like he doesn't understand what the word means. And maybe I remember he got into it because of, I think it was diabetes. It might correct me if I'm wrong, health issue of some kind. I thought it was diabetes. So he got into for health reasons. So he's probably not an ethical, moral vegan. He just probably thought, I can probably get away with a little fish, because it doesn't F with my diabetes too bad or something like that. But no, I mean, if he truly believed it's wrong to exploit animals, why are fish totally fair game to exploit? So yeah, he's a vegetarian or pescatarian. Again, I'm not bagging on him. I just think he doesn't understand the definitions that well. Probably doesn't care. He got in it for health, and that's totally cool. Hopefully we'll learn some of the moral, ethical reasons as he goes along. Because, we all learn about veganism at our own way, our own pace. So hopefully he will become fully vegan at some point and stop harming fish. Fruitifly, you take D3, B12, and iodine. Cool, I don't ever take iodine, but that's good for you. Yeah, Lynn, no shot. I didn't show the definition again. Yeah, I love that text-to-speech voice too. That's cool, huh? Why wouldn't he go vegan, healthy living? I think it's because he has I think Mayor Adams, since he got into it for health reasons, he's following a vegan or vegan-like diet, vegan plus fish, pescatarian. I don't think he's an ethical vegan. That's just my guess. And again, that's totally fine. I applaud him for what he's doing. He's doing a good job. But please don't confuse the world that vegans eat fish, because that is just wrong and effed up, because vegans don't eat fish. Pescatarians eat fish. Don't screw with these definitions. They have these definitions have been around a long time. Yeah, maybe he thinks fish are mindless and feel no pain. That'd be weird because fish have brains and central nervous or some kind of nervous system and brains, right? So yeah, they are sentient beings. What's that power? Vegans exploit animals indirectly by making vegan food? What do you mean? Clarify that point, Power. I have no idea what you mean. Can you be a little more specific? How making vegan food, like when I cook potatoes and rice and kale, like, you know, I'm exploiting animals? Please let me know how I'm exploiting animals when I cook my potatoes. I have no idea. All right, Power. So answer me, please. Oh, Dr. Bear, good question.
Could you talk some about your experience in a philosophy PhD program? What was it like? Were you a TA? Did you have to take a lot of classes? And why did you drop out?
Okay, well, first of all, I was an undergrad in philosophy. Not everyone is in grad school, but I had straight A's, except I had a B in a formal symbolic logic class. Not like you know, all men are mortal, Socrates is mortal. It's like, you know, it's like, it looked like computer code more than anything. So I got a B in that. So straight A's, and I went to grad school, and I spent a year in grad school. I wasn't one of, they had actually a lot of us in that incoming first year class, so I didn't get a TA. Only a couple people did, of like maybe the 7 of us or something like that. So I didn't get a TA thing, which was part of the reason why I didn't want to go back, because, you know, that helps pay for things. But yeah, I had it was at UC Santa Barbara, which is on a quarter system, so I had like the full load all 3 quarters I was there. And I took a leave of absence because my music was doing really well at the time. You know, it just took off. My band, Love Spirals Down, were just kind of on our level, on an independent music level, was like kind of like exploding. It was doing really, really well, like selling better than anything on our label. I'm going, I'm going to explore this option. So to finish, that was for our first album. So for my second album, I took a year off, moved to San Francisco, where my singer/girlfriend at the time was going to grad school as well in research psychology. So we made our album up there. And when I was living up there, being in San Francisco in 1991, 92, I started meeting a lot of people living in there, like tech people working in the tech industry. I learned about the internet. Like, I didn't even know what it was back then. Got myself my first new computer in ages. So I got caught up in the tech world, the music world. I go, this is way more exciting than like studying philosophy, I think. I love philosophy, but I'm just seeing these cool opportunities that don't present themselves all that often, like things you can't just like study, just, you know. So that's why I left, and I have no regrets, you know. I don't think me as a philosophy professor would be half as exciting as the kind of lifestyle I've developed since then. Oh, your son has a master's in philosophy. That's cool, Laura. I mean, sometimes I think about it, since I have like I'm pretty much halfway to a master's. Like in my PhD program, if I had stayed another year and wanted to leave before the PhD, they'll give you a master's. So I'm thinking if I really wanted to, I could study for a year maybe and transfer most of my courses to like a more local college and get a master's in philosophy. But I'm going, school's so expensive now. It's crazy, guys. I can't believe how much the price of education is now in the 2020s compared to when I was in school, like in the early 1990s in grad school, or in undergrad in the 80s. It's like 10 times more. So I'm like, no, I don't want to like take on like $30,000 of debt just to like get a degree that I'm not going to really use. So it is tempting. If I could do it for free, I might do it. But, you know, I don't feel the call really, you know. Philosophy did its thing for me. I have, you know, critical thinking skills. I know how to, you know, make logical arguments and look through other people's arguments and see the flaws and debunk them. So I feel like I've got what I want from it. Hey, Power. I must have missed your thing, man. Just talk to me. What's the point you're trying to make here? Are you trying to make that point, like, who harms more animals? The guy that eats 1 cow a year? Like, really? You're going to eat a cow a year, and then you got to refrigerate it, right? So all the energy, you're talking about, like, all these indirect harms. So you have to refrigerate that freaking thing, right? And you're really going to say you're going to eat nothing but a cow every meal, every day. You're not going to eat a chicken ever. You're not going to eat some vegetables or some seasoning and spices which come from plants. You're saying you're going to eat nothing but 1 freaking cow all year and keep it in the refrigerator and have cow for breakfast, cow for lunch, cow for dinner. Is that what you're saying here, or did I just misunderstand the little bit I saw there? Because that seemed to be what you were saying, like a guy that eats a cow is going to do somehow less harm than a guy who eats plants or something like that. You really, honestly, practically think that's a healthy diet? Like, if so, can you show me a health organization that says eat cow 3 meals a day and nothing but cow? I'd love to see that. Oh yeah, Fruitify. Yes, I know exactly what I should show right now. So yeah, as he's saying, I think he's trying to say that, yeah, there are some crop deaths in agriculture, and vegans eat foods from crops, and so do livestock, by the way. You do know that, right? I know you're a grass-fed cow person. You're entitled and privileged, and not everyone can do that. In fact, most of the world can't, because you need 3 worlds to do it, 3 Earths. But anyway, let's indulge him here, because he thinks that like raising like corn and soy or whatever, potatoes, kills all these animals, and way more than the animals that get harmed in the production of, like, say, cows and chickens. So let's go right there. Good point. Thanks for reminding me of this graph here. Oh yeah, they've changed their website here. Yeah, they changed it. Yeah, they're doing some work on the website here. Here we go. The number of animals killed to produce 1 million. Are you watching, Power? I want to make sure you're watching right now, Power. So if you're typing, Power, just stop and watch and learn here. This is a paper. It's a mathematical model. You could download the PDF. It shows all the formulas, the assumptions. So if you are literate in the language of mathematics, you can fact check this and see if he's just making shit up and throwing crap on the wall like a lot of anti-vegans do here in our live stream chat. But anyway, let's look at the number of animals killed to produce 1 million calories in 8 food categories, such as, let's look at grains here. And this model distinguishes between the red part of the line, which are animals slaughtered, like blood, red, and then gold, which are animals that are unintentionally harmed and slaughtered. And look up here, chicken. Look at all the animals that are killed in slaughter, and look at there's still a ton killed in the harvest. So the numbers here for chicken, to produce 1 million calories of chicken, 237 animals are killed in slaughter, chickens, and 13 animals, maybe gophers or rats or something, are killed in harvest. So for a total of 251 animals. Let's take a look at grains. 0 animals slaughtered. Fruit, 0 animals slaughtered. Obviously, in harvest, like one animal and a fraction of a second one, 1.5 odd animals. So this debunks your whole thing here. If you think all these animals are being killed in the production of like grains, remember the vast majority of grains are fed to livestock as well, or legumes, like say soy, corn. Those go to feed livestock. So like less than 10% actually makes it down into human food. So what do you think about that, Power? What do you think about all the animals that are killed to produce meat and dairy? And how few animals are actually harmed? Like 1 animal is harmed to produce 1 million calories of grains. 1.65 animals is harmed, compared to like 273 for chicken. Now, this is an average. Yeah, you can say not all farms are the same. These are averages. So this is what happens in the real world when you average things out here. Yeah, maybe some farm kills a few fewer animals. They do a little bit better, but still, you can't get around that all these animals that are killed for slaughter and all the animals that are killed in the production of the grains that are fed to these animals. So if you think you're being so morally great by going out and shooting your animal yourself that's feeding on grass, again, that's sick to go out and shoot an animal, but secondly, it's you're living this privileged lifestyle that doesn't scale up for 98% of humanity. It's going to forever be a 2% thing, something that entitled privileged people that have this moral bullcrap about, oh, I'm killing a local animal. Like, again, why is it moral to kill an animal right in front of you? How is that more moral? Like, is it more moral for me to shoot a person sitting next to me than a person 1,000 miles away? I don't understand how proximity has any relationship to morality of killing. Explain that one to me. Power is anti-logic. AJ, it's not working, huh? I don't think Power would do well in a philosophy course, let alone a PhD philosophy program, because these arguments are just going, woof. He's just throwing crap and all. The next crap. Well, not all farms are the same. Yeah, I'm sure some do a little bit better, but this is what's really happening when you look at the actual numbers. Okay, if you want to support those farms that are doing way better, awesome. But again, that's just going to be a small percentage of humans that are supporting like grass-fed and all this nonsense. Again, doesn't scale. You need at least 3 Earths. Yeah, Race, local killing is no more ethical than faraway killing. Please explain to me how killing an animal yourself that's right in front of you is somehow awesome. It's cool. It's morally blessed, but killing an animal far away is no, morally wrong. Please explain that one to me. Oh, well, former music. Hey.
To encourage the right to defend the agency of the animals.
Thank you. Thank you, Fulmar Music, too. Thanks so much for your super chat, too. Thanks for using Streamlabs, where they don't take a cut like YouTube and Google do. But thanks so much. Yeah, that's what we're doing here, defending the rights of animals from people who think they have some God-given right to just go out and kill an animal because it lives right by him. It lives next door. You can shoot it. You can shoot your neighbors somehow. Yeah, power. Speaking honestly here, I'm reading what Chris just said. Chris Galt, yeah, you would actually benefit by just taking an intro to philosophy, an intro to logic class. Either one of those would be really good for you. And I'm not saying this to put you down. I think it would help your anti-vegan arguments out a little bit because right now they're just all over the place and they don't really have any impact. You're just like throwing poop on the wall. You gotta have an argument, bro. Just like how you ship fruits and vegetables from afar. Even so, this model shows that even with like agricultural production methods, and I believe that includes transportation, still the animals killed is far fewer when you're eating plants. Again, let's take a quick look at that again. I mean, no matter how you slice it, you look at it, the top, all those big bar graphs up there are animals and their products like dairy. And down below where there's barely any blips, those are plants. And you know, meat gets shipped long distances too, my friend. You do know that, right? Like, you know, not all meat was shot like 10 feet from you or a mile from you. Meat gets, I read that we send meat to like China and stuff like that. I mean, that's really far away. So it's not like only plants are being transported large distances. Meat and actually I was reading in California here, we send not only meat to China, we send feed like alfalfa and grains to feed their meat. So that's being shipped so you guys can keep eating meat. Not you guys, like you're not in China, but I'm saying you meat eaters can keep eating meat. Fruitify, you started hooping again and you're training to play me one-on-one. All right, give me your stats there, Fruitify. Not so that says everything. Like, let me know your height. If you don't mind, if you don't want to share this stuff, totally cool. But your height, weight, and age. Let me know what those stats are. K Farman, did I see the Oxford Union vegan debate? I want to see that. That's what that Jordan Peterson, Joe Rogan clip that I showed his daughter, the carnivore lion diet lady girl, whatever, was at. Yeah, I want to check that out. What's that, Lynn? Vegan does not equal what has fallen off the tree or bush in my neighborhood. Who? That's a good point, Lynn. Who was saying that? Was Power saying that or something? I can't imagine what you're responding to there. What's that, Peter? It's still more environmentally friendly, even though that's not what veganism is about, but it has environmental aspects, you know, beneficial ones, to eat grains from a whole nother country than to eat a cow from right next door to you, that Power shot, you know, like that cow that lives like 5 feet from him. Yeah, Race, yeah. People can grow plants if they have land and time to do so. Yeah, it doesn't hurt to grow some food for sure. But not everyone has that. A lot of people live in urban environments. They live up in the sky, you know, high rises or second floors. They have no land to do it under. Unless, I guess, if they have a terrace or balcony, they could maybe have some outdoor growing. Yeah, I know. Every time I look at Jordan, I feel sorry for him. I go, wow, he just looks and sounds like crap all the time. You know, I'm not bagging on him. I don't mean to bag him because he's a little older than me, but I mean, he's been looking that way for quite a long time. Ever since I saw him on Rogan when he started the carnivore diet, and ever since, it's like, yeah, he doesn't strike me. It's like, wow, he's like a thriving, robust man. I want to be like him or something like that. You know, he just seems like he's about to fall apart every time I see poor Jordan. All right, hang on one second. Let me check a stat here. Make sure my stream health is doing well. All right, let's see. 1 second, guys. All right, stream health is doing well. I just had that one blip like an hour or so ago, which is fine. I can live with that. What's that, Lynn? No, it just seems that Power seems to think vegan has some alternate reality definition. Now, we showed Power very clearly with our drinking game. How often does Ryan have to show the definition of vegan? We showed Power exactly the definition of veganism, not exploiting animals, bro. That's really it in a nutshell. Don't exploit animals, bro. Fruitify, hey, did I miss your stats there? Maybe you'll post a hoop video. Let me see if I missed your stuff. 5'11" and shrinking. 5'11's a good average height. You know, it's fine for basketball. You know, 200 pounds, but I have speed and a decent game. All right, cool. Well, sounds like we'll have a good game there. I weigh, probably with all my crap on, with like my shoes and my basketball gear, I probably weigh about 200 pounds, you know. Close to that, maybe 198 or something like that. But yeah, I'm 6'4.5", 6'5". I got my shoes on. Yeah, I'll be playing you. I'll look over 6'5" with my shoes on. But yeah, all right, we'll have a good game, man. Yeah, post a video. Let me see. Yeah, come at me. Oh, you didn't see how old you were. Let me see how old you are. Fruitify. So I can kind of get a just a general sense what I'll be up against. Dude, what happened to Sean Baker? My husband is watching and wants to know, what do you mean? What happened to him? Did something happen to him? Or you want to know, what is he doing now? I don't follow him. I don't give a crap of what he says. He just spouts a bunch of anti-vegan nonsense. I mean, or did something happen to him? Did he get in an accident? Or he get really fat? Or his LDL cholesterol go through the roof even worse? Like, let me know what you're talking about. Did his testosterone finally get back to like somewhere reasonable? Or let me know. Oh, thinking out loud. Yes, our nice vlogs where we go off into nature and hiking. We might do something like that on Sunday, maybe Super Bowl day. We'll see. Yeah, do that something like that in the Sierras. That'd be cool, but that's just too far of a trip for us. We're just kind of, we don't want to really go anywhere right now. We don't have anyone to really watch our animals right now. So spending the night somewhere is just problematic right now. Oh, you're 52. Okay, Fruitify. Wow. Okay, well, good for you getting back into basketball in your 50s. Awesome. Yeah, you're doing the right thing, Fruitify. Yeah, plant-based diet, for me at least, helps with recovery big time. Yeah, I want to see the Tommy and Pam thing, Peter. Yeah, I'll get Spotify or one day soon. We had it for a while. That's funny, Ray. Squirrel kicked Baker's butt. Yes, Uncle Walt, me community.vegana. You got it. Oh, you're a gym rat. All right, if you're already kind of fit or very fit to get, once before getting into basketball, it'll help you out 100-fold. Well, I haven't seen any Olympics yet, Dr. Bear. I've just seen in the news, like certain people are winning snowboard. Asians are winning snowboard. United States Asians winning snowboard and male ice skating. But I haven't seen a second of that yet. I want to see curling. I remember watching curling the past, like, several Olympics. I like to watch it at night. I get mesmerized and hypnotized watching curling. That's one sport I'll watch, but I've never done it before. And I'll watch snowboarding sometimes too, even though I never properly snowboarded, but I was a skater and surfer, so I can relate to it. It's like, a cousin sport. It's not like, something totally out of the blue. In fact, some of the trick names has come straight from skating trick names. Angie and I are the same age, and she's your heroine. Awesome, Lynn. I'll let her know that you are, Angie's your heroine. Ooh, Raish, yeah, Uncle should change his name to V Uncle, huh? Like vegan uncle. That Vunkel. That has a nice ring to it. Vunkel. I like that. You should think about that, Uncle Walt. Vunkel. I'm with you, Graven, man. My whole body aches right now too from just playing way too much basketball today. And I was playing horribly because I haven't played a lot of basketball for the past like 3-4 weeks. So I should have stopped. I know my fitness sucked, but I was just missing everything. And now I just feel like, just feel blah. Yeah, Angie has a very pretty voice, Shoe Vegan. Yes, I'm very lucky to work with her. Yeah, we'll get on some more nature trails, thinking out loud. Yeah, I said Sunday we might, with the Super Bowl going on, and since we don't watch football, and there's way less crowds, especially for a Sunday on Super Bowl Sunday. So we might go, and it's gonna be like 85 degrees or something like that on Sunday. We're in this crazy heat wave right now. Look at me, I'm just, it's warm in here. Hey, Groundhog 11ish, thank you. One of our regular viewers and regular tippers. Thanks so much, Groundhog 11ish. You didn't even have a comment. Wow, cool. Thank you for your support, guys. Really helps out. Again, we're a small channel. Don't have a bunch of sponsors or anything like that. So every little bit, helps us out. It's all about these odd multiple streams of income that keep us going. Oh, so you quoting the surf punks there, Fu Manpu? Peter, that's starting to sound good right now. Some vegan mac and cheese, but we're gonna have the Tuscan kale peel off though. Vince Meal. Is that what you're getting there, Fu Manpu? Huh? Really, Peter? A truck convoy to prevent people from attending the Super Bowl? Wow. We'll see what happens. Wow, that'd be crazy. Well, I'm glad I'm not going that way. When I go out, if I go out Sunday, I'm not going anywhere near SoFi Stadium. I'm going a whole different direction, going to the ocean. Oh, cool, AJ Vintage. Been listening to Love Spirals on the drives. Awesome. Yeah, we have some new Love Spirals coming out really soon. The music's done. It's been mastered. Angie's editing our first music video. Even though you guys have heard one of the songs before, it just hasn't been released like as an album yet. What's the name? Why Not Today? You guys may have seen the video for that. So we recorded another video just like in the past few weeks, month, for the lead song of the album. And there's another, so it'll be a 3-song EP, but we're working on a bunch more. So we're hitting a very inspired moment for us right now. Oh, cool, Groundhog 11ish. Thank you, and you're welcome. Thank you. Oh, you want to see Cincinnati win? To me, it don't matter. I guess sentimentally, maybe the Rams, because when I was a kid, watching the LA Rams, then they went away and they came back now. But anyway, maybe the Rams, I'd be kind of stoked. But I don't know any players. I couldn't name any player on either team. Coaches, nothing like that. Yeah, Aster. Yeah, boycott SeaWorld. All right, Race. Cool to make that distinction, but I think just making the point that that whatever's going on in Canada, that blockade thing, might actually happen here too to block the Super Bowl. I just like, whoa. Healthy living. You live in SoCal now. Hey, when did you move to SoCal? Like, what part too? Like, where are you seeing all these good vegan restaurants? But yeah, SoCal, there's a lot of good vegan restaurants out here, and even restaurants that aren't vegan, a lot of them have good vegan options. Huh. Are we on TikTok? Yeah, look up just Happy Healthy Vegan on TikTok. Angie's been putting a little bit more on there, but yeah, we're far from being TikTokers. Just kind of like put out odd occasional content on there. But yeah, I know a lot of the kids are on TikTok. Kids, I mean, I see a lot of really young people just binging on TikTok. Busch Gardens. Whoa, yeah, I remember Busch Gardens, that brewing place in the valley. Yeah, I remember I went on a tour there when I was a kid. No, not 85 degrees Celsius. That would be really crazy. But 85 degrees. Yeah, you'll stay in. It's been incredibly warm. Let me just pull up the weather for the next few days, man. It's crazy warm. Let's see. Well, that was Anaheim because I was looking at Disneyland a few days ago. Let's see. Here in Long Beach, yeah, it's gonna be 84 tomorrow, 82 on Sunday. Then it's gonna get back to sort of normal, like 72 on Monday, but this is like too hot. It's like August hot. It's just kind of dry, and even the nights are warm too. I guess it's a good problem to have, it's not like, like 10 feet of snow or something like that. I'm sure that's way worse. Did I just miss a super chat tip there, Renee? Let's see, can I get the link here? Let's see. Oh man, Renee, I can't seem to. It's like cutting off your link. I see you shared something on iCloud. Let me see if I can copy it. Maybe. Let me check it out here. Let's see what I can do. Hey, I can't even copy the text. Let me try one more time. Nope, it's not letting me copy the text, so I can't see your link, unfortunately. I didn't know that Streamlabs, when I go and click the comments, that I can't like copy and paste it or anything like that. Oh, so you made the vegan pizza. I wish I could see the vegan pizza you made. I'm sure it's really good because I'm starting to get pretty hungry right now, being 2 hours and 6 minutes in. But thanks for the super chat tip there, Renee. Much appreciated. Mrs. D, you're in Ottawa, where the blockades are, and it's pretty warm at 32. Whoa, wow. Whoa, man, life would just come to a crawling standstill here if it were 32 degrees. Pow, are you talking about bite-sized vegan, maybe? Let me know if that's it, because, yeah, someone was talking earlier. Was it you about how she made a video recently? For Montho. Hey Ryan, I was wondering where the vegan cat food recipe that Angie had. I don't see it up anymore. I think we took it down just because we had so many people bitching in the comments. So we're not here to like promote veganism for animals or anything like that. I'm gonna let everyone else fight about that. It's a fight I don't want to get in. I'll get in a lot of debates and stuff, as you guys know, debunking anti-vegans and stuff like that. But that's one fight I just didn't want to get in. People just fighting on both sides. So I think we just ended up, I thought we disabled comments, but I guess we just probably took it down too. Power's back. Power, hey Power, let's see. Don't hassle Peter, who has the power to block you, by the way. But Power, if you have a question, ask me. I'm the guy. Peter's not your guy. Peter's my moderator, and he's a great person too. But if you have a question you want to ask me, Power, go right ahead. Did I get the jabbing, bro? The jabbing? Oh, you're talking about the vaccination? Yeah, I've talked about this before. Yeah, I'm vaccinated and I'm boosted too. You have a problem with that? Just curious. Thinking out loud, how many hours do I wait between meals? Because I seem to need to eat every 3 to 4 hours. Yeah, it's about that for me. Something like that, yeah. Oh, Buddha's here. Wow, awesome. I'm glad Buddha's here. Being vegan is good. I will fast for the animals, causing no harm to anyone. All right, awesome, Buddha. Glad you could join us here on this live stream. Florida. You have a neighbor that went to Pensacola? Move there, uncle. I've never been to Florida before. Let's see, Jana, you're listening to our CD from Love Spirals, Life Goes On. Right now, too, it's one of your favorite CDs to go to sleep to. Awesome. Hopefully the next one. I think our next album will be not quite as mellow as that. Not to say it'll be all poppy and upbeat, but it'll be a little more lively, I guess, than Life Goes On. Life Goes On is just total exploration and this kind of beautiful sadness I like in music. Okay, so others like me, Comunidad, eats every 3 hours or so. Yeah, I mean, I had a little something before the live stream started, so it's 2 hours in now, and I ate like maybe an hour before. Yeah, that's why I'm starting to feel a little bit hungry. I should have Angie start the Tuscan kale pilaf pretty soon. Yeah, if I ever go to Florida, it'd probably be to check out Disney World just to see what that was like. It was like the last thing that Walt Disney had his hand in creating, so I want to check it out. They have some rides there too that are no longer at Disneyland, like Country Bear Jamboree. Plus, there's this beautiful painting mural in one of the hotels that the lady, I forgot her name, Blair is her last name, that designs It's a Small World, my favorite ride. She's a great artist, by the way, too, a good visual artist. Just like this painting mural that she did in one of the hotels. I want to check that out because I've seen it on TV before and it looks amazing. I'd probably just go there and start worshiping and weeping. I get another super chat tip there? Let's see. Thanks, Renee. Oh, you didn't have to leave another super chat. I tell you, the problem is I can't actually select the text. I'm looking in my my mini feed here, my Streamlabs software, which is my streaming software, and I see the comment. I see your comment, your super chat comment, but it doesn't let me like copy any of the text. I'd have to like type it out by hand and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm just kind of, I didn't realize how this is a technical problem. Yeah, maybe if I go into the Streamlabs software, maybe they have like a database of all my comments from the past. I'll see it. Maybe I can pull it out that way. But I'd love to see that vegan pizza, Renee. But again, thanks for your second super chat tip there. It's really nice of you. Yeah, don't get too excited about Disney World vlog, guys, because yeah, we're not going to be traveling anytime soon. If we did, I'd love to see Graven Baby. So, what's that, Daniel? Do I think it's good or bad to not get sick after the vaccine? I think it's just different. Like, when we got the booster shot, Angie felt kind of weird for a day. I felt fine. I went to the gym the next day, played basketball, did a live stream with you guys. So, I don't know. I don't know what the difference is. You'd have to talk to a doctor or immunologist to see if it's better to feel a little sick after. Maybe it makes your immune response stronger. I really don't know. Hey, I'm not a doctor or anything like that. Fu Manpu, no, let's not. Yeah, that's not cool. Thanks, Peter, for taking care of that. Let's not make this about politics, guys. All right, red state, blue state. You know, just not even. Let's not even go there. Okay. Let's see. So, Astor, you got a booster 2 days ago and had a fever that night and yesterday. So, yeah, you had an immune response. I didn't have anything. Really, nothing. I felt totally normal. You know, like not like there was nothing in the shot. Are you, hey, Graven, are you anywhere near the Disneyland or Disney World Orlando area? Imagine if we went to Florida, we'd probably check that out. All right, again, let's not debate. That's why I didn't want to answer the abortion question earlier. Let's not talk about the bonuses of vaccines or not vaccines or wearing a mask or not that. We're already 2 years into it. We should already know what's up and what's going on. So let's not even have a fight about that. All right. I'm so over it. Okay, less than an hour from Disney. All right, cool. All right, we'll definitely let you know if we ever end up out there. I just don't see us. Like I said, we have no one to watch our cats or anything right now, so I don't see any overnight, let alone like something like Florida, way more than an overnight trip. No, Jana, our next city is not going to be so upbeat that it's good for dance workouts. No, it'll just to be a little bit more lively, I guess. Not as like just laid back on whoa. It's going to be a little more energy to it, just a little bit more. Peter, you get to Vancouver sometimes. Or you're in Victoria, is that right, Peter? Because yeah, my plan if I ever go to Canada, I'd like to visit both. I'd like to go to Victoria and see the big city of Vancouver. Veganese. being injected with chemicals. Well, I mean, I've been injected with chemicals my whole life. I've had all sorts of like polio and measles shots, and I turned out okay. I didn't die or anything. And vegan is also, by the way, chemicals. I mean, everything's chemicals. I mean, my vitamin here has molecules and made out of chemicals. Your food's made out of chemicals. You kind of using chemicals in a sense to imply bad, but I mean, when you break it down, like, you know, there's chemicals all over. But to address your point, I had an mRNA vaccine. It's RNA. It's not even really a chemical. It's like a molecule of life or something like that. So non-toxic or anything like that. And guess what? Not dead yet. I'm doing fine. Tell you, I went out and played basketball the next day, and it's all good. So if you don't want to take it, awesome. But just don't come here and say I'm injecting poison in my body, because that's completely misrepresenting what's going on. Didn't inject poison into my body. And so, yeah, if you don't like it, cool. I was saying, if you don't like vaccines, awesome. You're entitled to your opinion. That's totally cool. But don't lie and say I'm injecting death and chemicals and shit like that. I mean, yeah, they're technically, I guess, chemicals in them, but it's like no different than, you know, it's, you know, chemicals aren't necessarily bad. New Matrix, I never saw it. What is that on HBO? We'll probably get it at some point. I want to see that new Lakers Showtime thing. Victoria has an awesome veg fest. Awesome. Yeah, water is made out of chemicals. H2O. I mean, there's chemistry everywhere. What's that? Pradeep, you've been vegan 4 years, but before that you ate meat for 32 years. Yeah, like me, I was not vegan for like 40 years. So your friends and family still hold you guilty for eating meat all those years and think I can't morally justify your veganism? Like, so they're saying since you weren't born into veganism, you shouldn't be vegan? That's a horrible argument. It's like you can admit you were doing something that you were socialized into, like your family and society and culture brought you up eating a certain way, and you got older and you realize, hey, we don't needlessly have to eat and exploit billions of animals every year to eat them for food, because you don't have to. So just because you learn something new, it means you can't better yourself. You just have to be stuck. You have to be chained to your past, like the ball and chain of your past. You cannot ever get past that because you're stuck somewhere. Is that what your family's trying to say to you? That is a horrible argument. Let's see, Renee. We do make it out to San Diego a little bit more often because that does not require an overnight trip. Make it out to San Diego again. Try out Poke's Mexican food in downtown. San Diego, try the tofu burrito. Poke's Mexican food. Is it a fully vegan place? I've never heard of it before. I'll look it up. Try the tofu burrito with mushrooms and potatoes added. I won't be disappointed. Thanks for the super chat tip though too there. Poke's Mexican. Let me know if it's a full-on vegan place, because I have a fantasy of going down one day and probably like doing like Donna Jean pizza for lunch, then walk around, have some fun, and at nighttime going to Kindred. Is that it? Bar Kindred for dinner. So yeah, let me know if we should try to sneak Poke's Mexican food, and let me know if it's fully vegan. But thanks for the tip there. I had not heard of that before. And yeah, San Diego's on my list. I definitely see us doing a San Diego trip sometime this year for sure. I said I knew about Poke's. Maybe we're talking about something else. I don't know what Poke's is. No, tell me. Yeah, Donna Jean and Kindred are awesome. You guys know what I'm talking about. Some of the best vegan restaurants you'll find anywhere, and they're in San Diego. San Diego's got some great restaurants there. Well, Peter, your building has a guest suite? All right, if we ever plan a trip, let me know more about that. See if the guest suite will be open and cool for us. You going out? You going to bed, Fu Man? Pooh, thanks for being here. Thinking out loud. Why would I want to eat bugs for? First of all, it sounds completely gross. Second, bugs don't want to get eaten. And thirdly, I should say, we don't need to eat bugs to be alive and healthy. If that were so, I would be sick and dead right now. So why are people eating bugs for? That's gross. Ooh, I think I hear Angie chopping the veggies for the Tuscan kale pilaf for tonight. So cool. It's gonna happen. Getting some snot or something here. It's because I have a mucus forming diet, right? It's not raw, it's forming mucus. You don't want to eat bugs either. Like, yeah, why eat bugs for? It's gross, and they don't want to get eaten. Like, and you don't need them, or else we'd all be sick and dead because we're not eating bugs. At least most of us aren't eating bugs. Yeah, I'm not sure what the argument. Okay, yeah, they're trying to promote bugs as a sustainable alternative to eating meat. You know what's a better and not gross, non-exploitive, harming alternative to eating meat? It's called vegan. So why don't people just eat freaking vegan, like a vegan diet? Why do they need bugs? I mean, it's been shown, as I've shown many times, vegan diets, perfectly planned ones are nutritionally adequate. So explain to me, why do they need to eat bugs for? Why, if they really want to have a sustainable alternative to eating meat, why don't they just eat vegan, eat plants? Is that just too weird? They'd rather throw out a cockroach and crap and tarantula than just eat fucking potatoes? Wow, people. I said the F word. Uh-oh. Okay, that makes a little more sense, meat community God. If they've been eating bugs, grasshoppers in Oaxaca for centuries, not to say I approve of that, but I can make some sense of that. I can wrap my head around that idea is what I'm trying to say. But just like regular, like I'm just saying, like in my mind, what I'm hearing about is like just like regular white folk, you know, here in the United States or North America. I need to eat bugs. Like, no, you don't need to eat bugs. Your ancestors need bugs. You don't need to eat bugs. Just eat freaking plants if you're trying to find a sustainable alternative. Okay, so Renee. Let's see, Renee. Tip there. Why am I not hearing things? Let me crank it up here. Let's see. Poke is a vegan / vegetarian place. Been around since the early 90s. Okay. So that place is right up Angie's alley, punk certified. And yes, those 2 other spots I mentioned are great. But you make the best vegan pizza, even better than Donna Jean. Those are some big words there, Renee, but I don't doubt you. Oh, thanks, Heidi. Thanks for the cute emoticon there, too, the birdie. Thanks so much. Appreciate that, Heidi. Thanks for the very generous super chat tip there. Yeah, I'm with you, Shoe Vegan. Eating roaches and meat. Both yucky and both needless. And both involve killing sentient beings that don't want to get eaten by you. Heisenberg, if you think kale and spinach are yucky, fine. There's literally tens of thousands of edible plants to eat. So if you don't want to eat kale or spinach, fine. Eat something else. You don't have to eat. I went years without eating kale. I never really gave up spinach, but I went years without eating any kale, even though we're going to have some kale in the dinner tonight. But yeah, you don't have to eat kale or spinach. Yeah, whatever you want to eat. Graven, yeah, flying war roaches in Florida. Good luck catching them and or eating them. Wow, Florida's a trippy place. I can't even imagine. Yeah, Fruitifly, I don't know who you're responding to, but animals, including dogs and cats, do not have moral agency, which means, in other words, that they are not capable of making moral decisions. Just like maybe a 2-year-old is lacking that cognitive capacity to make moral decisions. Jesus Christ, what do I think of the 40-day fast you did? Was that the one in the desert? Let me know. That's funny, right? Yeah, some people aren't sexy enough to handle kale. No, not poking fun at you, Heisenberg. Let's see, Kimberly. Hey, Ryan, the more I see with my K-pop hair, the more I find it so perfect for you. I guess it's K-pop inspired or influenced. I don't know if there's any one particular K-popper with hair like this, but I was just kind of getting sick of my hair. I had long hair for so long, like 20 years or something like that, and it's time for a change, right? I just wanted something new. I didn't want to shave it all off or anything. I just wanted to have something new, fun, different, it kind of expressed more who I am right now, the kind of music I'm into. Not K-pop, I listen to more like K-indie and stuff like that. But yeah, cool, thank you. What's that, Uncle? Have I heard the theory that cavemen eating meat increased our brains? Yeah, I heard that too. Actually, there's that doesn't make much sense because there's just not that much meat to go around. But I've seen, on the other hand, research, more solid research in my opinion, showing that it was humans stumbling upon an untapped source, an unlimited source, if you will, of carbohydrates in the form of starchy tubers buried in the earth. So the thing is, why was it undisturbed? Because no animal knew how to utilize them. They have to be cooked. They have to be heated up. So once humans figured out how to heat them up, they had just an unlimited source of carbohydrates. It makes sense to increase our brain size since glucose is the primary fuel of the brain, not animal fat or protein, whatever. Glucose, that's what powers our brains. So it makes sense to find an unlimited source of carbohydrate, glucose source. That seems to be more plausible than why would eating, again, meat is rare. You can't rely on meat day in and day out. You might have weeks for hunters and gatherers before they ever hunt successfully again. But if you can just dig up starchy tubers day and night and just eat them, unlimited source of calories and carbohydrates, that makes way more sense. Let's see, Uncle. Yeah, Mike the Vegan posted a video debunking it. Yeah, I think I've talked about that before too. This isn't new. Every once in a while you'll see some story. Hey, it was eating meat that made our brains what they are. I mean, I've been seeing this for years, Uncle Walt, so it's not like a new thing. But yeah, there's evidence. Yeah, check out a book called Richard Wrangham, Catching Fire. Is that it? Let me pull this up. If anyone wants to read a book by a Harvard anthropologist / primatologist. And this is, again, he's a scholar. He's researched this. He's just not making crap up here. I'll put the link to you here. He makes a very compelling argument based upon anthropological, biological, zoological data, compiles it all together into a very compelling argument that eating plants is what made our brains what they are. This, again, he's not a vegan activist. Again, he's a Harvard anthropologist / primatologist, and this is a great book. Everyone should just read this book. Find it at your library, buy it, whatever you can. I'm not sponsored or anything, but check it out. Just put the link down there for you. So yeah, people can say what they want, but if they want to actually see a well-researched, well-argued position that it wasn't meat that made us who we are, brain-wise, intelligence-wise, read Catching Fire by Professor Wrangham. That's an interesting question there, Liberty Vegan. Can I identify a root moral principle that motivates veganism? This would be a principle that you live your life by and apply in other areas of your life as well. Well, I don't know if this is going to answer the question the way you're looking for it, but I can present it like this. Veganism is a belief that it's morally wrong to harm animals. All right, most people have a similar belief that it's morally wrong to harm and exploit humans. Like, we don't, people find it morally wrong to kill a human. Yeah, I mean, there's some exception. If a human's coming after you, you got to defend yourself and your life's in danger. Barring something like that, just wrong to go up to a guy and shoot him in the throat, right? I mean, we all pretty much agree with that. So we apply that same kind of morality that we extend to humans, that we give to humans, we extend that to animals. And same with like humans. Most humans, 99.9% of humans probably, find it morally wrong to rape another human, right? I mean, so we extend that same morality to animals. It's morally wrong for an animal to be exploited such that it's enforcibly pregnated and basically kept in a constant state of pregnancy, lactating until she's no longer economically viable, and then killed after that. And every time she gets enforcibly pregnated, the calves get destroyed, especially the males. So it's a philosophy like that. If you find it morally wrong to kill and exploit a human, if you find it morally wrong to to exploit. What was the other one I was going to do there? I'll just say, anyway, it's the same thing. It's rape. That was it, rape. You find it wrong to rape humans. You find those things, those actions wrong in animals as well. It's not a big stretch is what I'm saying. The morality of veganism is not a huge stretch, assuming you find it morally wrong to harm humans and rape humans. I don't know if it's a moral principle. I think that might be giving it too much of a certain gravitas or status than what I'm saying here. I'm just saying a similar. It's a parallel reasoning. That's what I would call it. It's a parallel reasoning. If you have those same beliefs about human rape and human murder, applying those to animals, it's no different. I mean, I don't know what to call it. I don't know if you want to call it a moral principle, but most humans find it wrong to just go shoot a guy in the throat or rape another person. If you understand those, it's really easy to understand veganism because it's the same thing, but you're applying it to animals rather than humans. It's really the same thing. The same moral principles that 99% of humans have, probably. They have that morality inside them already, and they're just not extending it to fellow non-humans. You said shoot him in the throat because I think I was watching Joey Carbstrong saying, oh, it's morally fine to shoot someone in the throat or something like that. I think a hunter was trying to justify, I shoot him in the heart or the throat rather than the head or something like that. She was trying to sell that huntress lady. She was saying, like, if you shoot him in a certain part of the body, I forgot what it was because it doesn't matter what, it's all ridiculous. But if you shoot him here, it's moral and here it's not, or vice versa. It doesn't make a difference. It's not moral either way. You're killing him. Yeah, I like that, Uncle Walt. Just do no harm. Just don't harm people. Don't harm animals. It's kind of like do unto others. It has that flavor. I don't know if it's quite a slam dunk with that, but it's kind of like in that direction, I guess. James, not even being kind, but I like that. Be kind to all living creatures. I love that, but it's not even being kind. Just don't exploit them. So yeah, you can replace that with kindness. Totally cool. Or you just replace that by not effing with them, not exploiting and harming them. Either way, yeah, it's cool. Yep, I know what the rape rack is in dairy, Peter. I've shown that a few times in videos. Yeah, cows are forcibly impregnated. Why? How do you think a dairy cow is, a female dairy cow is kept pregnant essentially her entire adult life? Is it just magic? I mean, she just gets divinely what's that called, impregnated? No, it's not like that at all. It's they're forcibly impregnated. If you want to call it rape, you can, but I mean that's forcibly impregnated. That is the definition of exploitation. Remember, vegans are against exploiting animals. And I don't see how anyone could justify and argue that forcibly impregnating a living being and doing it continually over and over again and taking their babies away and killing them all, especially the males, how is that not exploitation? That's like hardcore extreme effing exploitation, like the highest degree. Oh, Streamlabs, I guess, doesn't like the word rape, maybe. Huh, interesting. I don't think I put that word in there. I guess there's some words that Streamlabs might have just have in their database somehow. Let me look at your message there. Huh. Yeah, maybe so. Sorry about that, Graven Babies. Yeah, Streamlabs does a few things that I think might be something I can't control. But I'll look because I want to remove the gay word from getting caught by the bot. So I will look up rape as well. Because, yeah, we talk about animals being forcibly impregnated. Do I see and call dairy farmers rapists? No, I say they are forcibly impregnating. If you want to call it rape, you can, I guess, but I'm just saying they are I'm just speaking in a very objective manner, a non-accusatory manner. You are a rapist. I'm not. That could be maybe how Vegan Gains or someone else might talk. That's not my language. I say forcibly impregnated, which is a kind of rape. It might not be the same thing as grabbing women in the dark and all that stuff, but it's a kind of rape. So yeah. Penalty? I don't know if there should be a penalty, Heisenberg. I just think they should not forcibly impregnate them. Just don't breed these dairy cows into existence so you can keep them for their entire lives, not roaming fields and being happy cows. No, they're bred to be slaves, basically, to be exploited for their biological equipment, their uteruses, their breasts, and to produce milk. That's what their whole purpose of existence is. So I don't want the farmers to go to jail for rape. I just want them to stop doing it. F the penalty. Just stop the exploitative practice. That's what veganism is all about. It's not a punitive movement. We're not here to put people in prison or jail or what have you. We're here to end animal exploitation. It's pure and simple. Yeah, their calves are kidnapped, most of them murdered, killed, if you don't want to say murdered, yeah, taken away and killed. We can leave out the triggering words there. Peter, don't ask that. Some people might like that, Wow, Jerry. Yeah, tennis is a great workout. Yeah, sometimes, in the past I've cross-trained between basketball and tennis. It uses a lot of this, for me, the same kind of muscles and movements. Similar but different, close enough. And I'm saying if you're playing a lot of tennis and you haven't been playing basketball, you can step right into a basketball game and have pretty good fitness. Yeah, liberty vegan. I agree with that. Law and morality, not quite the same thing. What do you mean, Gravy Babes? I'm not wrong. We all know what dairy farmers are doing is wrong. Yeah, just what am I wrong? Because I don't want to put them in jail or prison or something like that? No, I just want them to stop the immoral behavior. I don't necessarily need to send them away to jail or something like that. I'm not necessarily. I'm just advocating stop the immoral behavior. That's what veganism is about. Not exploiting animals. Please, farmers, stop exploiting innocent animals. What's that, Heisenberg? All right, I think you don't think they are the same thing, and I'll use that phrase for emotional something there. I'm not sure what your point is. Thinking out loud, yeah, Earthling Ed is very kind when he talks to non-vegans, and I try to be more like Earthling Ed than to say a vegan gains or something like that, which he'll just tear you apart and stuff like that. Again, I think our goals are different. Not to say vegan gains is not trying to convert people to veganism, but he seems to be more debating non-vegans. And when I speak with non-vegans, I'm trying to get them to become vegans. So I'm trying to model myself more like after Earthling Ed and not get into any name calling or I'm trying to make them come away from our conversation with a positive attitude about veganism. I give them what I perceive to be the right information they need at that time to give them something to think about. And I know they will go vegan after the first conversation, but maybe they will learn something else somewhere else from someone else and go vegan. Who knows? Yeah, I admire Earthling Ed too. Yeah, his patience, his approach. Again, I'm not trying to diss vegan gains or anything like that. I'm just saying, different vegan activists have different personalities and different methods and techniques, and I just kind of find myself more I like what Ed's doing. Not to say I disagree with others like Richard or anything. I put myself more in Ed's area I'm trying to peacefully and patiently convert people to veganism. I guess I do lose my patience a little bit when the anti-vegans come and start flinging crap on the walls, but I'm just what I'm trying to do is not make them look like idiots or anything. I'm trying to see what their arguments are, and 9 times out of 10 they don't have any arguments. Just say meat is good, or else if I need it or I will die, like our friend Power earlier, who said he would die if he didn't eat meat. And so how can you have too much patience for that? What do you tell an anti-vegan to go vegan? Well, I know anti-vegans don't want to go vegan. That's the difference. I made the distinction earlier between anti-vegans and non-vegans. Non-vegans are like, hey, I'm not vegan, but whatever. If you're vegan, whatever, I don't care. Anti-vegans, on the other hand, are not vegan, but they have the additional attribute or property of intentionally spreading misinformation, just flat out bullcrap lies about veganism, like what Joe Rogan does. He's a great example of an anti-vegan. He just makes up all this crap. But plants have feelings, and vegans are killing all these plants, and they're hypocrites. That's anti-vegan misinformation there. Or going vegan will make you bald, or going vegan will make you die, or whatever. It's people who spread stuff like that. They're anti-vegans. And for those people, I'm really not interested in converting them to veganism, because they're not. They're just anti-vegan. I want to meet people who are just don't have these effed up beliefs about veganism, who are open to going vegan. Anti-vegans, their minds are totally closed. Facts and evidence do not matter. All that matters is their opinion, which is unchangeable. Yeah, Bobby's perspective, Joe Rogan, these are classic examples of anti-vegans. Yeah, thinking out loud. Yeah, a lot of these anti-vegans that I'm talking about come here to the live stream to be jerks and antagonize. Absolutely. Anti-vegan equals scumbag. Can't disagree with that one, Race. Me, community God. You think if Earthling Ed lived in the United States, he wouldn't have that politeness anymore? I think I'm pretty polite, but I don't go out in the street and do what he does. Yeah, Race, I agree with you. Anti-vegans, they're amongst the most dishonest and shady people out there. Completely just lacking reason, lacking evidence, just spouting whatever bullcrap they heard from some other anti-vegan before them. Yeah, Liberty Vegan, I agree with you. Important to pick your battles. Recognize when someone like an anti-vegan actively spouting misinformation is not open to new thoughts. Yeah, so these people are inflexible. Their opinions cannot be changed no matter what facts or evidence you have. Yeah, but if I find people who are not like that, when I'm at the gym, I'll have my basketball jersey on and look at, hey, you're vegan? Really? Like, I just saw Game Changers, man. I thought it was cool, and I'll give them some more info and talk to them. And they'll see me again a few weeks later. Man, I've been eating plants now for a few weeks, and I'm having sex with my wife 3 times a week or something like that. It's like, someone did tell me that, or 5 times a week, something like that. He thought that was the biggest benefit of eating plants, was like his sexual desires grew. Oh, Heidi. Well, thanks for spending Friday evening with us. I'll be going really soon too, guys. I've been on 2 hours and 41, almost 2 hours and 42 minutes now, so I'll be going pretty soon. I know Angie's got the dinner going on. Yeah, Angry Vegan. Yeah, why are anti-vegans so threatened by us? We're just a tiny blip on the radar, like 2, 3, maybe 4% of the population, and like, like North America and Europe. It's not a big deal. Why are they so threatened by this tiny percentage? It's like, why? Heisenberg, pushback. What was the pushback? I didn't mean to time you out. I'm sorry if you got timed out. It was probably something that you said that wasn't, what's the word I'm looking for? Just, anyway, I don't want to speculate. Heisenberg, what's your question? I don't mind pushback. Heisenberg, give me your best pushback here. Tell me what did I say that was so disagreeable that we're having this problem now. Hey, Renee, thank you again for another super chat tip tonight. Been wanting to try Gracias Madre. Hey, we've been going a lot to Gracias Madre on Taco Tuesdays when you get the food for them pretty friggin' cheap. It's hard for you to find time to go up the coast. Yeah, because you're in San Diego. Found out that Cafe Gratitude are the same owners. It's not really the same owners. It's like they're children or something like that. I don't think those people that started Cafe Gratitude really have any hand in the day-to-day operations of Cafe Gratitude, to the best of my knowledge. So, yeah, you got to get the Tuesday tacos. The tacos and that margarita, great price. Oh, hey, Heisenberg. Stop being accusatory and offended here. Just tell me what's your thing I missed. I obviously didn't see what you said, so I'm here right now, Heisenberg. I'm not going away. Just tell me. Give me the pushback. I can take it. You're not gonna like make me lose sleep or cry or anything like that. Probably not. Maybe you will. I'd love to see that happen. So Heisenberg, just say it. What is the thing that you said to me that got you in trouble? And I promise you, yeah, moderators, don't time out Heisenberg for anything he says right now. I will if he's inappropriate, if you say something disrespectful, like I'm an ugly Chinese guy or something like that, something hateful like that. So anyway, go for it. Say what you got to say, Heisenberg. Okay, well, I didn't see what happened there, Heisenberg. If Peter unfairly timed you out, I'm not saying he did, but if he might have, I apologize. It can happen sometimes, okay? So let's not worry about it. So Heisenberg, we're all cool. And if you have a question for me, if you want to push back again, it's all good, okay? So if you want to ask me something, I don't know what happened, but I'm just saying, let's be cool, all right? Okay, yeah, Heisenberg, I'm not sure if you're watching yet. Streamlabs got mad at you. For some reason, we can't use the word rape, okay? I'm not, it's not my role. My bot here, the Streamlabs bot, somehow has rape in its database of words to flag and needs approval or something like that. So anyway, okay, it's all good. We're all good, Heisenberg. All right, cool. Yeah, I don't need an echo chamber. I don't need a bunch of people saying, yes, Ryan, you're the awesomest. You're right all the time. No, I encourage people to come here with different beliefs about plant-based diets, the definitions of veganism and all that, and we'll discuss them. I don't need... I've said this a million times. I don't expect everyone watching to agree with me on everything. That'd be ridiculous. Like, we're just all the same person. No, I appreciate the diversity of people that come into the live streams and people who are vegan, and it's all good, So as long disagreement is fine, as long as we're all respectful, as long as we don't start hating people and name calling and whatever, stuff like that. If we're all respectful and just pretend we're like, in a setting like what's appropriate language wise, like at say work or school, we can have disagreement all day, and it's cool. Okay, well, it's all right. We're all cool now, Heisenberg. Let's just move on. It's all good, as you said. But race liver is the rogue element. Yeah, I'm the vegan cult leader, and I don't know. I'm not a narcissist or anything like that. Far from it. Okay, so I don't expect everyone to kiss my butt. You're the coolest, right? I'm not the coolest. I'm definitely not the coolest vegan or YouTuber or anything like that. I'm just a simple video producer, YouTuber, music producer, musician. That's what I am. I'm just a humble dude. Streamlabs censors protein, though. It should, huh? Red meat would give me energy. What makes you think I have no energy today? I can show you my workout here for my watch. I played basketball for about 2.5 hours, burnt over 1,000 calories. So explain to me how I need energy. I had too much energy. I should have played less. I should have stayed out there maybe only an hour and a half, because my place wasn't that good, because I was playing on tired legs after the first hour or so. So explain to me, how am I lacking energy if I was out there busting my ass against guys that are like half my age for 2.5 hours? Please explain that one to me, Ace. Yeah, my energy's sky high. I think it's a problem. I have too much energy now, that I should. I think sometimes I get into trouble. I'll train too hard. I'll play basketball too long. I should try to pace myself a little bit more, not overdo it, because there'll be a price to pay. I'll be pretty chill tomorrow. I'm sure after playing 2.5 hours of basketball today, I'm gonna be pretty freaking chill tomorrow. I'll just sit around. Hopefully there's a good basketball game or something. I think the Lakers play tomorrow, but we'll probably lose again. Yeah, Peter. Yep. Moderators can say any of the banned words as far as I know. That's the vegan power. I agree with you, Shu. But yeah, a problem. I have too much energy. I got to know when to stop and just, just not overdo it, because I'm 54. So there's a price to pay for playing basketball for 2.5 hours. If you're 20 and you do that, you'll probably be all right. But if you're 54, yeah, there's a price to pay. That's why I took my little healthy cell earlier, just to give myself some extra help, just to make sure I'm cool. It's that Organic Silver Moon. Good to see you. I don't think I responded to your comments tonight. I think the fact that I stand up for my belief in cruelty-free diet, and a way of living scares those that don't understand. I mean, why is that so hard to understand? I just don't want to exploit animals, just like I don't want to exploit humans. I don't think it's right to shoot a human in the throat or the heart or head or whatever. And I believe that's also wrong to do that to animals. To me, I think I was saying earlier, I think, was it to Heisenberg? It was Liberty Vegan. I don't think it's that bizarre or foreign of a belief. It's not like landing on Mars or something like that. It's just taking what you believe about humans and applying that to non-humans. Yep, that's pretty much true, Race Lever. A little bit of exaggeration, but yeah, that's my point there, exactly. Hexproof Anarchists. I remember them from that institute from a long time ago. There's some like raw people that run it or something like that. I can't remember. I can't say I remember too much. Beetroot juice. That sounds interesting, Graven Babies. Let's see, community diet. I know you're 45. You're in the over 40 crew too. How old are you, Race Lever? Let me know. Let's see, community diet. After you deadlift, you need to sleep for a few days to recover. Yeah, deadlifting is the worst. I think that's one reason why my basketball experience today was not as positive as it could have been, because I deadlifted, today's Friday for me here. I deadlifted on Wednesday. I thought I did a full day of recovery yesterday. I think I did biceps. No, what did I do yesterday? I did biceps yesterday. But anyway, the deadlifting Wednesday, I was still feeling it today. Deadlifting can really like strain or take a toll on your system for longer than bicep curls do. Hey, more to dream. You love my Disneyland vegan food videos. Thanks. Mentes, why do you and Angie split food plates instead of getting your own plates? It's because we can eat more dishes. You know what I'm saying? We can just kind of get a dish here, go to the other restaurant and get another dish there, and go to the other place. So we can kind of keep eating all day. If we just got full, like normal people, both got a big full plate, we'd be done, right? Let's go ride rides all day. So that's why we split dishes all day. So we can just try a larger variety of sampling all the foods there. Oh, do we get another? Oh, we got another spammer here. Jeez. Second one. Okay, hexproof anarchist. Okay, thanks. Yeah, I thought they were vegan or plant-based, I should say, plant-based diet. Cool. Daniel, you went vegan against better judgment? Do tell. What do you mean by that? What are deadlifts? Basically, get a barbell, put on the floor, put weights on each end, and just pull it up. That's what it is. Lifting it dead straight off the floor. For me, I put it on the rack, though, so it's less... just the angles are better for my back health, the lower back health, I should say. It's tougher. When you're over, like, say, when you're my height, you're 6'4" and up, lifting off the floor is more difficult. That's why if you see videos of guys in the NBA training, or even college basketball players training, like 95% of them, I don't see them pull off the floor. They either pull it off the rack like I do, or use a trap bar like I used to use at the gym. I was thinking about buying a trap bar from my home gym, but I'm just pulling it off the rack and, a little bit below the knees, and does the job. Vegan buffets in SoCal. The only one I could think of, I mentioned it earlier, the Hare Krishna restaurant in Culver City next to their temple there, Govinda's. They have vegan and vegetarian, so you got to be really careful, make sure you get the right stuff, ask questions, read the labels and everything. But yeah, it's only vegan, all you can eat buffet I can think of out here. Yeah, deadlifts are no joke. I really, yeah, it sucks because I deadlift so I can increase the strength of my posterior chain muscles and hips for my jumping, my dunking. The thing is, there's a negative when I go and play basketball right after deadlifting, like even 2 days after. So it's hard to do everything, like play basketball well and continually like improving things like deadlift and lower body strength for jumping and dunking. But I still can do squats, which seem to not have as long lasting negative, recovery effects. The world record holder. Yeah, I'm just saying it's tougher. Yeah, I'm just saying that's why a lot of NBA guys don't lift straight off the floor. I'm not saying it's impossible. I've seen, guys taller than me lift off the floor. But yeah, it's just, I guess you have to have really good technique and all that, which I don't. I'm just, I'm just doing my thing. I'm trying my best to like have good technique, but I've never been trained by a weightlifter or a trainer or something like that. Just looking at my form, recording myself, playing it back, and trying to see if I can find issues. Yeah, more vegan buffets. If I were to become president of the United States, I will promise more vegan buffets. Yes, DJ 2012, I'm a very big Indian food fan. Yes, yeah. I've been loving Indian food since the, late 1980s. No, probably 1990s. Yeah, early 1990s. Yeah, good job there, me community dad. Yeah, I'm just trying to not injure my back anymore for when I deadlift. Yeah. That's why I pull off the rack, just to keep pressure off my lower back. Race, you're going to teach me how to deadlift? I know how to deadlift, but I just don't think I have great form. I think my form is decent because I'm not injuring myself and I'm, lifting more and more. But yeah, I don't think I have fantastic form or anything like that. Jonah, GY, I'm a cool guy. Well, thank you, Jonah. And you want to know how old I am? I don't take a guess. You just throw a number out there. It won't embarrass me or anything like that. I've heard it all. So just go for it. I'm just kind of curious what you think. Then I'll tell you my actual age. Hexproof anarchist. Are there any anti-vegan arguments that are not based on lies or logical fallacies? Yeah, none, right? I mean, I've not seen any. No. Jonah, I look 57. Wow, you overshot that one. Really? I look 57 to you? This looks like a 57-year-old guy? I look 57, really? No, I'm 54. Close guess. I'm 70. See, this is what a 57-year-old looks like? Interesting. All right, cool. Whatevs. Yeah. Race lover. I didn't know you were a deadlifting expert there. Yeah, I'm 54, whatever it is. I'm not claiming veganism is like a fountain of youth and you'll forever not age or anything like that. I think though I look pretty decent for 54. I think so. I know because I know what the guys in my high school like reunions look like, and I think I look a little bit better than them. And when I'm playing guys at the gym, they don't ever think I'm in my 50s. After I beat them in one-on-one, they think I'm like maybe 42 or something like that. Yeah, that's usually what I get, early 40s. Anyway, it's all good. I think I look 57. Cool. I guess this is what 57 looks like now. I look like Brad Pitt, 57. Keanu Reeves. Thinking out loud. I don't stretch before workouts. I'll stretch on my off days. Like yesterday, the day after deadlifting, I did some stretches here. But I don't do any stretches before I work out. I do warm my body up very, very gradually. A lot of guys trip out, especially younger guys. I'm going to get to the gym. They start shooting baskets and playing games. Like, no, I need like half an hour to warm up my old body to a point where I can like start like doing some cool crap. Because when I get there, I'm cold. I'm not going to be able to, I'm just walking like an old man when I show up. Angry vegan should have at least 2 extra chins at 54. I will say your average 54-year-old male or female has multiple, not necessarily chins, but pharmaceutical medications, prescriptions from their doctors because they got some issues, health issues from their diet and lifestyles. Peter, I think I look about like 45 or so. I think that's a good guess. Yeah. Like 0 to 150. That's a nice, honest range there, Race. You can't go wrong with that. Yeah, you're 45, me, community dog. Your friends are all getting diabetes, overweight, and stuff like that. I have a really healthy body mass index. I'm very athletic and can move very well. Jesse, congrats too. No pharmaceuticals for you there at 56. Again, we're bucking the trend. We are not average. In your 50s, most people are on multiple, not just one, but multiple medications. Yes, Organic Silver Moon Designs. Yes, we are coming out with a new 3-song EP. It'll be out, if not this month, next month for sure. We were waiting for I've been waiting for Angie to edit the video footage we shot for a video we're going to launch when the EP comes out. So yeah, look for a 3-song EP. It's called Smile. Simply just smile. Jonah, okay, we'll play the guessing game with Jonah. He thought I was 57, close, but a little overshot it. What do you think my ethnicity is there, Jonah? Just curious. Sometimes the lighting in my room doesn't do me justice. I'm always trying to find the perfect lighting in here, and I don't know if I'm ever going to get it perfect, but I'm just kind of playing around now with more colorful, moody lighting, something chill. Cool, me kidding God. No medications for you either. Awesome. Yeah, I'm hoping to not either. Wow, John, you think I look 30-something. Thank you. That's really nice of you. Yeah, Tin Man. Yeah, I talked about Mayor Adams in New York a couple times this live stream, and I think what he's doing is exactly what I was trying to do running for city council. I was trying to... I was hoping to actually get into the schools to communicate with whoever is in charge of the meals and get some more plant-based options, because I'm sure there's vegan children in the high schools here in Long Beach and in New York. So to get at least a couple days, like I heard there's already kind of a meatless Monday and now the vegan Fridays thing. So I think that's awesome. You think Taiwanese, like your friend Wilson? Pretty close. I'm 3/4 Chinese, and people from Taiwan, unless they're part of their ethnicity goes back to the indigenous people of Taiwan, and very few Taiwanese people I know are like that. They trace they're from China. People came over from mainland China and populated Taiwan. So yeah, Taiwanese people are genetically pretty much Chinese, which I am 3/4. You like the lighting, Organic Silver Moon? Awesome. Yeah, I like this too. Just laid back, chill, have some fun, have some color, make it kind of woo, Ooh, Jinx. No, I've never been a smoker. Well, I mean, I'll smoke some weed sometimes, but yeah, I've never been like a nicotine tobacco smoker for you. And I know from friends, it's addictive. It's physically, you get physically dependent on it. So I hope it works out for you. I've seen people struggle with patches and gums and stuff like that. So yeah, I hope you can quit, because I'm not into smoking at all. I saw it's the horrible health effects it had on my father. It's probably why he's not with us anymore. So yeah, don't smoke. That's my Ryan Lum 22. Don't smoke, unless it's weed, I guess. Let's see. DJ 2012, does running around on hardwood floor leave me extra sore? No. When I run around on outdoor courts, that leaves my ankles and feet kind of sore. But no, hardwood floor, I feel like a gazelle on hardwood floors playing basketball. I love it. Yeah, concrete, whatever they make outdoor courts out of, don't like it. No, there's just no flexing there. They're so unforgiving. Yeah, I've tried psychedelics before too. Yeah, I was back in the 90s mainly. I think I've done mushrooms maybe 5 times since the 90s, not too many times. Oh, good for you, Travis. Awesome. Good for you. Awesome. I'm glad you were able to give up smoking, Travis. You smoked for 13. You realized how horrible it was, making you feel that made it super easy for you to quit. Awesome. I'm glad you didn't get like physically dependent to the point where you couldn't do it as some people. Satan Saturday. What's that, Ray Summer? What is Satan Saturday? I like that. Is that a thing? Is that even a thing? Because that has a nice ring to it. You're 3/4 potatoes. Ah. Wow, grim babies. Yeah, your smoking mother died of lung cancer. Yeah, it's a horrible way to go. Yeah, my dad had emphysema and some kind of cancer that was removed from his neck, but then heart disease kicked into. It just was bad. That was a pretty bad way for him to go. It was so bad that it's like when he passed away, I was actually I never really talked about this before. I was actually happy for him because they're just suffering so much, and just to see the suffering stop, it was better than what he was going through alive. Anyway, look what happened to Bobby's perspective when he ate too many mushrooms. I mean, it's more the person than the mushrooms. If your mind is already kind of like, I don't want to say any bad words there about them, but if it's kind of you take some mushrooms, it's gonna be like that. If you have like a mind like mine, let's say, which I think is like more like disciplined, or what's the word? I don't know. I'm just saying, I think it enhances who you are. I don't think I could eat a bunch of mushrooms and all of a sudden, hey, I'm not gonna be vegan anymore. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you too, Oster. You too lost the most important in your life due to smoking. So more reason to quit, guys. If you're smoking, please do it. You will be grateful for it. Your family will be grateful for it. Ooh, how old was my dad when he passed? Ooh, that's a good question. Let me do some quick math here. 31, 71. I think 78 or 9, somewhere right there. I think I want to say 78, not quite 80. Thing is, like, I remember he worked hard his whole life. That whole thing you hear. He retired at like 65. He had a great year after retirement, 65 to 66. And then, bam, like 1 year into retirement, had his first heart attack. And then after that, just every kind of weird health problem kept coming up. It was just, I felt so bad and so sorry for him. It's so sad. That's funny, Jana. You're not from Taiwan. You're from Taipei, which is the capital of Taiwan, right? Well, your grandfather smoked and drank like a fish, died at 70. Wow, I mean, considering smoking and drinking like a fish, 70 sounds like pretty, I've seen I've seen a few people that just dropped dead from a heart attack at like 50 or 48 or something like that. Wow. Yeah, back to the mushrooms thing. That's why some people have good trips and bad trips. If you're kind of, you might have a bad trip. If you kind of have your thing together, might not be as bad. Especially, I think Buddhism helps with psychedelics, to be honest with you. Having a Buddhist kind of psychology, kind of, I don't want to go too far down that road right now. Anyway, let's see. Any last minute questions or so here, guys? I can kind of guesstimate from what time it is now, and from what I heard Angie chopping the vegetables that are Tuscan kale pilaf is probably gonna be ready pretty soon. Oh, Graven Babies, a month after she turned 65. Wow, it's really sad to hear. Man, I would have been really bummed if my dad had just like retired and had a month, So I'm grateful for that decade of horrible health that he still was able to eke it out another decade after his first heart attack. But I'm so sorry to hear. Yeah, I mean, my dad went away so slowly. It just like had a lot of time to like say goodbye and let go. Yeah, that's what vegans do on Friday night, Jesse. Well, Uncle All. Yeah, I've talked a lot of people down from major psychedelics before too. LSD, mushrooms, ketamine. Yeah, people kind of at some in my old raver circles would kind of sometimes come to me. Not everyone in my circle. A few people knew. Yeah, Ryan's really good at like when you're like just a little too high. Just talk to Ryan. Maybe the Buddhism helps or something like that. So you too, Uncle Walt. That's great. I didn't know we have that in common there. Race lover. Do I believe in some form of afterlife? I have a big question mark about that, Race. I mean, in Buddhism, there's no specific thing that says, yes, there is an afterlife or something like that. It's more to do with life right now. How to conceptualize the world around us. Maybe conceptualize is the wrong word, but something like that, at least, is the direction of what Buddhism is. I'm on the fence on that. I mean, I've always said I'd love to see evidence, like in the sense of like, if I could see a ghost, and I think it's fair to say that. It sounds like I'm joking, but I'm not. I mean, a little bit, but if people see ghosts all the time, at least they claim they do. I would love to have some kind of paranormal experience like that. I've had little minor ones maybe where, it could be kind of X-Files. Was it real or not? Little odd things, but nothing like really like, whoa, so I would love, yeah, that would be awesome. I want to believe, as they say in the X-Files. So that'd be cool. Yeah, I agree with you there, Race Lover. 100,000%. Psychedelics for someone who's not a strong mind or in a bad place, not a good idea. 100%. Does Buddhism contain karma? Hey, I'm not a Buddhist scholar, Uncle Walt. The idea is somehow like Hindu and Buddhist or something like that, but I'm not sure if I necessarily believe in that kind of part of it. It's like this force at work, like karma is some kind of force at work mysteriously operating, like what's controlling it. I don't know. I'm not sure if I buy that kind of metaphysics of karma, but it doesn't really matter as long as you act and live right. What's going to happen is going to happen, whether karma is an actual thing or not. To me, I'm kind of on the fence about karma, to be honest with you. Don't know. DJ 2012. Yeah, magic mushrooms kind of taste horrible, but I kind of started liking them a little bit more as time went on. But every time I take a little bit of mushroom, which isn't too often, it's like, oh yeah, I forgot how gnarly they are. You going to bed, AJ? Oh, thanks for joining us tonight. I'll be gone in a second too. Let's see. What did Alan Watts say? Hexproof. Karma is not who done it. It's a you done it. Yeah. Interesting way to look at it. Yeah. Amal, you're Hindu. I didn't know that. So who knows? Yeah, who knows? You got to go too, Graham. Yeah, I guess it's a good time for Ryan to end this live stream. That's been a fun one. Yeah. Power was our only big anti-vegan. Why was Amal's comment held? Yeah, I don't know why Amal's comment would have been held. I got to go through. I got to remember. I'll remember by next Friday to go through Streamlabs and look for like keywords that get flagged and just kind of see what's going on. I probably set it up a couple years ago when I first got on Streamlabs. That's my streaming software, and I haven't gone back to it since. So I should check it out, and I will check it out and try to get rid of a few words that I think are probably okay now. Okay meaning, yeah, they shouldn't be flagged. You guys are using them in proper context. All right, cool, guys. Well, Amal, I gotta get going. These are good questions. Come back next week. Yeah, I live stream every Friday night, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's California time. And I try to do a midweek one, typically like Tuesdays or Wednesdays. Sometimes I'll do those like really at different times. I'm kind of a creature of habit. It ends up usually being around 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on those midweek ones. But I try to get them earlier to get Europeans on. So come back again. We'll do this again next Friday and probably maybe once middle of next week. And thanks, Uncle Wall, Race Lever, Peter, my great moderators, and to all my wonderful, just regulars. You guys are so cool. Me and Angie, really, we talk about you guys a lot. We're saying like, we're not this big YouTube channel. We were kind of a big vegan one, like maybe in 2015 or something like that. But it's like people, it's different. It's like it's like a lot of people watching didn't really care too much about us. They wanted to lose a bunch of weight. They weren't into like ethical veganism. But I'm saying is you guys are great. We have this great just crew of people who are who appreciate what we do, and you guys are fun, engaging, and I just look forward to hanging out with you guys on Friday nights. That's why I've been doing this. You guys are my buddies, and I tell you, Friday's my favorite day. Go to the gym, play basketball, come back, live stream. What could be better? This is like a great day for me every Friday. So thank you guys. I'm trying to say for being part of my great Fridays, and hopefully I'm making your Fridays kind of cool as well. Hopefully you're enjoying spending some time with me here. You must be, because a lot of you guys are on like the whole 3 hours that I'm on. This is I'm honored. Seriously, I don't take that lightly. I'm humbled and appreciate you guys just chilling out with me for extended periods of time every week. That's I love you guys. So anyway, guys, I'm gonna go have some dinner, and as far as a video next week, I think I have one. I just started getting the clips together. I'm gonna do, since Joe Rogan's kind of trendy right now, I'm gonna go through find my like best or worst, just dumbest things Joe Rogan has said about veganism over the whole time I've been covering him here. So we'll do like a best of just the nonsense, plants have feelings, combine harvester arguments, all that stuff, and just sum up why I'm such a non-Joe Rogan fan, why I've been one way before Neil Young ever mentioned him. I've just been so non-Joe Rogan for so long. So look for that. Hopefully I'll have that out early next week, midweek live stream, and be back here again Friday, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So yeah, as Rachel ever says, have a great day, vegans. Have a great night, vegans, wherever you are. And much love to you guys. Seriously, you guys are just awesome. Love you guys. All right, that's enough for me gushing, and I'm going to go have some dinner with my gorgeous and talented wife, and we're going to chill out. All right, bye, guys. Much love to you.